You better not do that shit all damn day. Got time for all that. So I'd like to start the episode retelling a small story that Dave Chappelle told in one of his stand-ups. Right?
Hit me.
He said that Jay and Beyonce came to one of his shows, and after the show they were talking in the back, and Jay said to him, "I bet you have a lot of pressure on you to say funny shit all the time." And then he responded to Jay by saying, "I bet you have a lot of pressure on you to say a bunch of cool shit all the time." and then Jay responded, "There's no pressure. I just do it."
Damn.
And that's what the fuck we do here. We just say some cool shit.
Yeah, man.
And some funny shit.
Word.
And we are the Kiona and Kasson Podcast.
Oh, I like that. Look at that.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm trying to get better.
You've had him in the shower practicing.
Good. I feel like he
Not
was
in
in
the
the
shower.
bathroom and just like watching himself.
Well, you guys are stepping on
Practicing
the
that?
entire intro.
That's kind of customary. Though.
It is, though. It is. Welcome, everybody, to the show.
They saw it. It's all right.
This is episode number 139 of the Kiona and Kasson Podcast.
Damn, man, we getting up there.
We're almost at 140, and it's pretty exciting
Yes.
to be moving up those numbers.
Yes.
I see it, and I'm like, look at us go. Us are. I am the host, Adam.
All right.
Yes.
Us all right.
I am the host, and I'm here with my brother Osama, homeboy Dave,
What up?
and Benny is also here asleep. He's been doing pretty good in the beginning of these shows recently.
He has, man.
Because he was a little wild earlier. You know what I
very
mean?
true.
So we appreciate that.
The
for
meds
sure.
you had him on. He's just asleep. He's just sleepy now.
I've just been through it, man. You know, try to keep him from itching too much. The allergies is crazy right now. So
Man.
Yeah.
welcome everybody to the show. If you are a new viewer, please stick around. It gets better, I promise.
What's our name? Did you tell him our name?
I did.
I did. Okay. I was just waiting. I was because I missed it because I was like,
We don't be listening.
bam, we're counting.
Yeah, we figuring out new things. But yes, I said the name of the show.
Okay.
So hopefully the people are listening because you're here with me. You ain't listening very much.
I tried, man.
You know? But to reiterate, it is episode number 139. We are happy to have you all here with us today. It's June now. It's hot.
For real.
I went to go and get a car wash today, and I didn't have any luck to get that done. And usually
Why?
it's not because
There was no car washes.
kind of.
What?
Let me explain. So I knew that this trip was damaged from the beginning. Like it was gonna suck.
Damaged?
Yeah,
what
damaged.
happened? Like it was limping?
Damaged, doomed, whatever you want to call it. It was not good signs to start, right? So I got out on the road. They were like doing construction on half the road, so everything that was 4 lanes was down to 2, and it was just like
I hate when that
people who can't drive and were driving very slow out
Bunch
there.
of first world problems, really.
It really is, but
definitely.
it's the conveniences of my Sunday morning, the inconveniences, I should say.
Yes.
Can I ask you a question, right?
Oh.
Gas prices.
This is the first Divergent.
No, gas prices. No, because it's saying first world problems made me think. They used to be high. Now they're like
Very high.
crazy high. Is this
Yeah.
now a first world problem
Homie.
anymore, or is it?
Homie.
Well, it's a first world problem
ridiculous,
created
bro.
by the third world or something, I think.
Gas is ridiculous, bro.
Super high. I paid $6.34 for gas today.
Stop it. Where?
Why you paid less? Or more?
Yes.
Where?
Much less.
Where?
I paid
I don't go to Costco.
$5.34 at Costco.
Well, I also put in plus.
Yeah.
So
It doesn't matter there.
Premium, dude.
It doesn't matter.
Premium.
I go to. I've
Premium
been going to Shell
was
the
10
whole.
cents more than that.
I don't know if it's irrational. It probably is, but I've been going to Shell the whole lifespan of
You
the car.
need to be going to Costco.
I don't go to the same
I
gas
don't go to
station, but I
Costco
always put
because
medium.
I may go get gas for cheap, but if I go to Costco, I'm not going to pay anything less than $200 while I'm in there.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, definitely.
It's
Most definitely.
It's
We had
definitely
this
one of those
discussion
places.
last
Because,
week.
like, so my thing is you don't shop there for, like,
that-
your weekly shit.
It's like the Amazon of the.
Well,
You
no,
go
no.
there
brick and
for
mortar
the
world.
add-ons. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah, I think so. But the things is,
Like, I'm having a party this weekend. I'm
Add-ons.
going to go there. And
I go
get
there because
a
like yo, they got
big-ass
samples
bag.
out. and
add-ons is
Yo,
gonna eat
it's a
for
slippery
lunch.
Saturday
slope.
and Sunday mornings at Costco is a beautiful
I
thing.
We go eat lunch,
Refuse.
going to
I
Costco.
Dude, I swear to God, I walk in like, God, damn, that was real good today.
I refuse.
Like yo, let me just get 2 or 3 of these. I'll be
I
right back.
swear, bro. I swear.
I refuse.
They know me and shit. Hey, Dave, come over here real quick. We got some kielbasa. Just on the grill real quick.
that.
Come on, bub.
No way I'm going
Come here,
to
bub.
Costco on a Saturday or Sunday morning.
Killing it, dude.
I do
maybe
hate
it's
driving into those parking lots.
I worked
Also,
there
they have the
once.
best whiskey prices.
Oh,
Like
see,
rare shit. They always have all the good whiskey and bourbon.
I've worked there
Crazy.
once, right? And I had
Said
to
you
work-
worked there?
Yeah, I
you worked
I
at
worked there
Costco?
once.
Yeah.
Stop it. When?
Stop what?
What you're saying. I don't believe you. That's why I'm saying that.
No, I've worked at Costco For like
when?
So like,
Listen, guys, we got
I
really
don't know,
far away from
08?
my car wash story. Is all
So
I'm saying.
far,
Yeah,
so
but-
far.
Well,
You
you
know?
asked me a question.
Well, all
Oh,
I've
wait.
said about my journey so far is that you did construction on the
Yeah,
street.
let's just wrap your shit so we can get back to his original story.
Cool.
Being that
Lock-
he is the host.
Lock it up.
So.
You know.
Okay.
Wait, what?
Just like the song we was listening to.
That was a homage.
Was it?
A homage?
Or did you just figure
No,
that
not
out?
word. I mean,
Oh,
I just said it with
is
the
it-
thought in mind. But
It's not homage. It's either homage or
yeah, but when you say
Homage
it,
is the way to say it. It's
Yeah.
a French word.
not homage. What'd you call it
a
again?
homage.
Homage.
Yeah.
It's like a whole
homage or
Yeah, but
homage.
homage sounds like
Homage is not the way to do it.
no, it's like food. Sounds like homage.
That doesn't sound like that at all. So I think you're wrong too. So you're both wrong right now.
It sounds like it'd be more like a food than anything.
both of you are wrong.
You mean
right
like
now.
homogenous?
Well, if you're wrong, you're wrong. There's no
Please,
level of
please
wrong.
get to your point.
All right. Well, so then I went
Wait,
to.
did you finish or no?
Go ahead.
Yeah. So I was.
This is Adderall, man. I'm focused right now. I'm like, I want to hear your story plus your story, but I have like stories in my head right now too.
There's a whole lot of stories.
I just got a lot of
Stories, man.
shit going on right now, man. Finish one of them, all right? Got a lot going on.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go back to my story.
Go
That's
back.
where we started. So I went to the one. I knew where I was headed, but there was another one along the way, and I noted that when I was on my way to this one. Thank God.
Sure,
Right.
sure.
But I thought it's not actually a good thing. So I went to the one that I was headed towards, and as I had my blinker to head into the parking lot, all their entrances were closed. So I said, all right. And then I looked, the parking lot's torn up. I'm like, these fucking people. I didn't know I had to call ahead to figure out if you were open and I was able to get a car wash. The weekend, summer, it's nice. Like usually it's open, right? So then I was like, all right, cool.
I mean,
I'll
if
go
they
back
want
to
to
the
make
other one.
money,
I would think so.
fucking assholes.
You're a proper company.
Stupid
Want to progress as said company.
So I hit the
Fucking
UE,
dumbass.
hit the UE, and head back
You
to the
know how
other
business
one, right?
works, loser. I want to.
This
Can't
is
make
I don't want a
profit.
goddamn
I
large
just want to make
farva.
it clear. This is how what Adam's thoughts are in his car. We're just
Truly,
Adam's subconscious.
right now. Yeah.
Nah, word. I mean, it's pretty accurate.
You don't want to fucking make money?
So I turned around, hit the UE, and went back to the other one. And this one was it wasn't the manual car wash. Like I like to go to the one self-serve.
Got you.
So this one was an automatic one, but I didn't realize that because on the outside it just had a bunch of hoses on the outside. Obviously, offer.
Thought you were going
vacuums.
somewhere else with that word.
Nah.
A bunch of hoes outside.
There might be, but not
Like, this is
to,
gonna
not
be the
this
greatest
morning
car
anyway.
wash.
Hey Adam, what's up?
Yeah, you gotta.
My name,
Not now, ho. Not now.
bitch. I
got-
told you don't address
It's
me
Sunday.
while
I
I'm
got
at
shit
the
to
car
do.
wash.
Okay. I
Gotta get
told
back-
you it's podcast
Gotta
day
get
on
back for the
Sundays.
pod. Come on now.
I got no time for these silly hoe games.
Hit me up. Hit me up after 5 p.m.
Here for an actual car wash. It's time. So
Got the house to myself for an hour. Let's go.
these jokes. So
Sorry.
so I went to this one and I pull in and it looks like it's open for all intents and purposes.
Sure.
As I get closer, the spots where you pull your car in both have a cone. I'm like, fuck is there a cone for? So I pull in.
What is this?
I pull into where the vacuums are at, and I walk in. I'm like, yo, trying to. I don't know if you know this, but like when people come here, they're trying to wash their car. So what's up with the car wash? And he's like, oh well, the company.
They like to come to the car wash. So why fuck else they gonna come there for?
Apparently, just a vacuum. I don't know.
Well, that's a thing.
The
too.
vacuums were on.
I
but
think that's a thing
Yeah.
too.
not word, but like
Sometimes you need a little spruce
it
up.
shouldn't be the only thing they have
Sometimes
on.
they just got
the vacuum
vacuuming
is
too.
free. So if we're going back to the point of making money,
Oh, that's
all
true.
of them were on.
That's true. That's true.
So I stuck my head in the door. I'm like, yo, excuse me, what's happening?
Literally, actually.
Yeah. I was like, hey, buddy. And he was like, yeah, so the company that we use, like they're notorious for like not really getting back at you in situations
actually
like
said that,
He told me
yeah.
this. I was like,
Yeah.
it's bad business practice. I was
So
like,
much.
well, good luck to you. I'm gonna go and find a different place. But I couldn't actually. I had to come back here and get shit started. But yeah, it was. I really wanted to wash my car, man, and I was kind of upset.
So on the flip, well, I'm sorry, were you done?
Yeah.
So
That's a
on,
wrap
on
on that
the
one.
flip side of that,
I did wash my car.
actually, yeah. I woke up. My brother-in-law's in town. Shout out to Steven.
Shout out.
He's staying with us for a little bit.
What's up,
but
Steve?
I woke up. We all hung out for a little bit. Then my wife and Steven went out and did their thing. So I was chilling with Pretzel, the dog, for a little bit, and then I left.
That's
so
the best
I'm
thing.
in the car.
Pretzel the dog. It's
Yeah,
not like it's not just pretzel. It's pretzel the dog.
That is So
Hanging with pretzel, eating pretzels.
just so the crowd the fans get context. Pretzel is a dog that we dog watch for my wife's boss. But my point in saying all that is because I feel like he is my dog at times because he really responds to me and he just doesn't the same anybody else. Anyway, so we're hanging out.
Dog select there.
Yeah,
I fucking love you, man.
yeah, and like I've never had a dog growing up, so it's just kind of cool. Like,
No, dogs are awesome.
yeah.
Dogs
So
are awesome.
we hung out. We're doing our thing. Took him for a walk. Played a little bit in the backyard. He's rolling around in the grass and shit like that, eating the grass. I'm like, no, don't eat the grass because he loves eating grass, and so whatever.
Yeah, dogs in the grass.
He does his thing. I leave. I order my Starbucks like I do every Sunday morning. It's the only time I get Starbucks is on Sunday mornings before our pod.
Sunday morning when the rain is pouring.
While I'm in line, because it's a longer line, I'm like, you know what? Probably get a car wash. So I look for the closest one. I'm at the.
What if they had a Starbucks car wash?
I mean,
Pull in.
so
and the
like
dry- you
I
pull in
feel like
beginning.
that would work if it was a 2-in-1 type deal.
Patent
Not like Starbucks opens up
Patent
their
pending,
own
patent
car wash, but it's a
patent-
2-in-1, like two separate
patent pending.
businesses
Like when
in
you
the same
get
building.
when you get to the
like a Taco Bell KFC type deal, you know, 2-in-1.
so you get to the front of the car wash.
This is a good idea. I think it is.
So you get to the front of the car wash and you
You
place your
order.
order. You go through the car wash and at the end your
pay
drink
for
is
both.
ready.
well,
you pay in advance.
you'd pay in advance. I think that'd be better.
You pay in advance and you just dip
'Cause
off.
then you're then
Because
just
you can
off
I don't
throughout
even want my
that.
food.
Because then you have like a bunch of people piling up to wait to pay then. Because like what if the
It
car
might
gets
take a
declined
while
and
to get
shit,
your
and then
food.
it's like, oh shit, my car's declined over
You gotta
another
come
one.
in
It's
over
like,
the you gotta come in over the intercom like please pull your car into parking space 1 and wait for us to meet you
excuse me,
outside.
we have a cheap motherfucker who can't pay for his bill right now. Can
It may not be the most efficient in terms of time, but I think it might help people's day.
I feel like
It might be efficient.
That's a cool idea.
Nah, I mean listen, on Sundays some people like habitually they go and get car washes.
Gotcha.
They
And they'll go
habitually line section.
and people that like of course in the morning you need coffee, right? So like you go and get both of those done.
I can see how.
Hey man, shut up! Don't take this idea.
I can see how that.
Fuck
would
y'all.
work. But you're also announcing. You're also announcing it on video. So I mean, there's whatever.
But anyway, back to your day with pretzel.
Yeah. We're hanging out doing our
The
thing.
dog.
I leave. I'm at Starbucks. In line, and I'm like, "Where's the closest car wash?" So I'm at the Starbucks on Cicero and Six Corners.
Okay.
So the closest car wash was Montrose and Cicero. So I was like, "Oh, dope! It's literally like
It's right there.
2 seconds away." So
Although
get
it
there.
still kind of sucks sometimes trying to maneuver in that area. I'm trying to
I get that.
go to a
And
place.
yeah, I guess
this corner and you're over here.
was a little bit, but so I pull in and I'm like, do I pay here for a car wash? Like I go inside the gas station right there, and she's like, yeah, and I'm like, okay. And does anyone work it, or do I go up there and just?
Is there anybody here right now?
Because so originally I drove up to it and then I went to go inside, but I was like, you know what, I should just wait and see if I should pay first. And if somebody has to like, work this for me, like turn something on or some shit, I'll wait for that. So
Right.
I thought I shouldn't do what I was doing. So I back up, park.
This may be wrong.
So I go inside, pay there. I get my car washed, go out, pull up, and I do the vacuum thing. And that was good. Pulled up. So I feel like it's just kind of
So
funny.
you had a very
you
easy
had
time
like
getting a
both
car
of us had complete like opposite mornings with the same.
And we didn't plan that we were both going to
same
go get our
thing.
car wash
We never
today.
called each other about this or talked about it. No.
But now I wish that we would have recorded our experiences.
I
Just
guess
had
so,
Some
yeah.
Patreon content.
It would have been like the easiest, like smoothest transaction for me. While the flip like other side
Yeah,
is
man.
Adam just getting pissed and it's like
Tale of two
rageful,
fucking
like
Sunday mornings, I tell you.
just like pounding the steering wheel and shit. Like
On the subject of washing cars, I finally bought another extension to my hose. So if you
she
don't
said.
know, yeah, that's not loud enough. But anyway,
Yeah, you're right.
extension.
You
that
get mad
is
when I
pretty-
hit it multiple times.
That is pretty funny, actually.
Yeah.
But no, so my garden hose.
there you go. That's still
That's what I call it.
that was good. That was good.
I only had I had 100 foot, right? So it would get from my house to literally the tip of my garage, right? Like literally.
You're
where
using a
the
lot of
door-
funny words here.
I know, it's hilarious. It's a lot of innuendo. Pause for it all. But it would only get to the door of where the garage, right? The threshold.
Yeah.
So I couldn't wash the other side of my car. Like I could only wash one side with it, unless I have my pressure washer, which coincidentally
You got to pull your
broke.
car out and turn it back around.
Yeah, but so the pressure washer broke, right? So I couldn't wash my car at home without this, so I just bought a new hose. That's my story there.
All right.
But I do have another story, right? Because we've all talked about things we did, but you haven't finished.
I gotta pee real quick.
Dave's got to pee.
Yes, I'm so sorry.
I hope Adam leave this in to return.
Oh, my story was over, by the way.
Oh, your story was over?
Yeah, that was all I wanted to say. Is that we just had a complete contrast this morning for the same event.
Oh.
That's it.
I wish mine was more like yours.
It was not. That's for
what she
sure.
said. So have I discussed that I joined a bowling league? In this?
Holy shit! No, I feel like this is a joke. You're bringing up. Continue.
No, I joined a bowling league.
All right, sure. Yeah.
You are serious?
You fucking liar.
You're saying Anchorman? I thought you were joking. I'm putting that on here too.
No, this isn't the first time in my life I've been in a bowling league. I did a bowling league probably for 3 seasons straight. Like
What?
Yeah,
Like you have your own ball and shit?
No, well now I do. I didn't have one back then.
Were you guys called No Ma'am?
No.
I feel like there's a time where some things that you were doing
It was like
with Al Bundy.
It was like bowlers in Paris or something like that. I don't know what the hell it was.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Pins in Paris. I don't know. It was
I don't like that
It was like
name.
a decade ago. I can't remember. But anyway, I joined a bowling league.
Around Watch the Throne time, I'm assuming.
It's an interesting league to be in. I'll say that. Bowlers are a different type of people.
Yeah.
It's funny though.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
so every week you bowl a different team, obviously, right? So you bowl 3 games.
Yeah.
So it's funny because the dynamic you have with every team is different. But for the most part, what I've found is everybody is pretty open and social when you start bowling. Even the teams that seem like they don't seem to have fun with other teams are having fun with our team. Like, we just bullshit and talk, right? Like, some of these guys, man, but like a good bowler has the swag of like any other sport.
I highly disagree.
No, they do.
I really want to know how they do.
No, they not the same, but
Like they walk with swag
the
and like
level. Yes, there's
like NBA players don't really swing their arms much. They just kind of
There's a
go
level.
with whatever the walk is.
There's a level. There's a level of swag, not the same, but they have the same level, right? Like you could see after they bowl, there's like, I guarantee it, I promise you, the way they bowl, the way they walk.
All right.
The way they
was it the NBA before wearing suits
and they may not
on the bench?
So
or
listen.
no?
They may not have this in normal day life, right? They may be a super cool person,
But in a bowling alley,
like-
their
or
persona is-
an L7 square
Okay.
wingy.
Joe Handyman or something.
Right, they
like this is where I am God.
Volunteer
I
This is
firefighter.
where-
am God of the bowling alley.
This is where volunteer firemen.
Definitely said that. I said that for sure. I know plenty bowlers that are like my uncle. My uncle Frank, his friends are all like that.
Volunteers?
Yeah, volunteer firefighters. Yeah.
Did they at least play like for money in their bowling leagues?
Yeah, and like they had other jobs too. But,
Well,
yeah.
All right, so
that's a lot of time dedicated that you're not
I'm
making
like, what
money.
the fuck? Yeah, they have like a family. I'm
well,
Right.
the thing is about so
He's like,
you're at
bowlers-
You're at a bar every night. Like, where's your time? Like, you utilize 24 hours, don't you? Sorry.
no, it's weird. It's weird. I don't know how to describe it other than like they only have it.
is there
Even-
bowling folk?
Oh,
like,
I,
there's like
I
carnies.
totally get what
They
you're
may
saying. though,
only
yeah.
have it from
Yeah.
the lines they line up on to the point to the foul line, right where they throw the ball. That's it. And they may sit down and be like whatever. But they have it from the point they throw it to the point they get back, especially if they throw a good strike. Oh, and when you see the guys that don't throw, they'd be so angry,
Yes.
cussing.
Yes, it's hilarious.
Are bowling people like carnies, where like they just kind of have like their own little
No, but
little
it's
culture
it's
of things?
no.
yeah, I think
well,
so.
But
in
not
that
like
sense,
carnies.
they're not like carnies.
Well,
no.
I mean,
but
you know,
the
like,
sense that
carnies that apparently steal people's homes like they did in The Simpsons.
I don't think
it's
that's
a
a
real
typical
event.
carny.
That was actually based on a real story that happened to Matt Groening.
That's
They
pretty
stole
fucked
his
up.
home.
I'm totally joking right now.
Oh,
I was like, God.
you think he a Mac?
But anyway, so they do have. Well, you're there. You can see there is a bowling culture.
Oh,
and-
definitely.
Yeah.
It's like King of the Nerds type of
It's
thing,
like
right?
this really big event. It's like
So I've been to a bowling.
your bowling night is like that's your week right there. Like
So-
your wife comes out with you. She's
And I'm talking
chopping
a
it
lot
up
of
with
shit
the other
about bowling,
wives
but
and
I
girlfriends
enjoy
and
bowling.
You have
stuff.
some beers.
Exactly.
There's like this thing's called when you leave the fifth pin. It's like you put your hand up and they have to. The person that if you don't get the fifth pin
That's the one in
down,
the
you
middle,
have to
right?
buy beers for everybody.
It's the middle guy.
Huh?
It's the middle guy.
Yeah, it's the middle one. Yeah. Yeah, that guy.
That's supposed to.
You gotta buy beers
supposed
for
to be
your
the
team
easiest.
or for
spare
Yeah, for the
both
team.
teams.
I mean, I don't know. It hasn't happened yet where both teams had their hands up. I think they don't really want to partake in that. But I've sure raised my hand because I've had to buy beers.
Is there potential for monetary gain?
Wait,
in your
really?
League?
In the league?
You've left the
Yes.
fifth pin up?
I have, yes.
I was like, how does it even happen?
It just stays up.
I
get
understand
that
that,
motherfucker to
asshole.
fall, you
Like,
know
what
what I'm
the
saying?
fuck? I understand physics.
Shit was
okay?
fucking
Like, I
glued
get
to the
it.
floor or some
Well,
shit.
I didn't.
I know science.
I didn't.
All right.
And I didn't get it.
I went to social studies.
and I
okay?
didn't get it down. is the next step.
No, but I'm
Gravity
saying,
played
like,
against
I
me
just
here.
feel like that's the most obvious. Like, that's almost that. I feel like that's obvious that would go down first.
No, because it's not the first pin. It's the one behind.
So there's 1, 2, 3, right? And that's the
See,
middle of the 3, then, right? That's the fifth pin.
Well, there's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Because like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the fifth pin is right in the middle then.
Yeah.
No. I think
Right?
you're thinking because I think 7 and 10 are so. I don't know how they count it because I don't know, but I think 7 and 10 are the back corners
Whatever. Yeah.
because they call it 7-10 split.
Right.
Yeah. It's funny, but like I'm learning things about how they oil lanes. Apparently,
Oh,
there's
I don't know
different
about
ways
any of that.
Yo, it's so funny.
I think they just give excuses for bowlers to be like, oh, the reason why I didn't get a perfect game this time is I was
The
one
streaks
one
were
strike
different
short.
on
You
this,
like, bro,
on this lane,
you have
man.
no
all right? There's-
you had
the
11
streaks are
strikes.
fucked
I don't
up.
want to hear that for the 12th.
so.
Do you guys use real wax or what?
There's
What's going on?
There's two different. There's a few different like balls, right? There's composite. There's like the resin, and then
Yeah.
there's what they're using now. I forget what they call it, but it's a different kind of material. One, and this one, instead of like going on the lane and just utilizing the oil, it takes it down the lane, right? Apparently, and this is all nerd shit that don't matter. The funny thing is, when one of the guys on our team throws it, and when you're against another team and the guy gets mad, he's like, now he had to go find a ball, go get that ball, and then learn how to throw it. He's like, he's fucking throwing this ball. Now I gotta learn how to. It's like they get angry. It's literally, it's almost like
So
I don't know how to describe this world. I've been in two bowling leagues.
And they're all the same.
One in the city, right? And this one is in the burbs. Okay.
But those are supposed to be the growing pains of the sport, right? Like basketball players, you can play anywhere because you had to play out in the fucking concrete with a basket.
Man.
You know what I mean?
He's hacking me. That's like the equivalent of that.
It's stupid to
He a
me
hack.
that they.
Like,
they
goddamn.
I mean, I guess maybe I don't understand enough about the physics of bowling to really have that opinion. I guess, but like it seems. You just need a couple beers, man. 2 beers in, I'm fucking striking everything.
This
Bow,
is
bow.
the reason I like
You'd
bowling.
think so.
Yeah.
No, but that's historically
This
how
is
my
the
life has
reason.
gone.
This is the reason I like bowling. It's a beer league, right?
Exactly.
It's
actually labeled that. Yeah.
It's basically that you bowl and then what? You just sit there? No, you go get a beer and you drink
Hey,
it.
listen, I like
It's actually
bowling.
why I play softball. I
Softball
played
is
league.
a beer league.
Yeah.
It just is.
It's a lot of fun, actually.
I mean, some of them are. Some of them are more competitive.
Oh no,
right?
no, but those get competitive too, though. Don't get me wrong.
I wouldn't doubt it, but I mean, some are more acceptable.
Yeah, I
than
guess.
drinking, yeah.
Okay, sure. But the ones where you don't, it's like
Where
those are really
you play
intense,
softball
though.
leagues?
Yeah.
When? Where?
Irving and Narragansett. I forget what park that is.
When?
It was like 4 years ago, and I did that for 2 years.
Oh, we should do that.
I really want to play softball again
Let's
this year.
do
It
it.
starts in September.
It's like co-ed.
Should do a kickball league.
I don't know.
If it's co-ed, that'd be cool because I
The
know
teams that I played didn't have any women on it. But
Oh,
I don't know
well,
if it is
I'm
or
down to play
isn't.
all-
Oh,
guys.
actually, you know what I was gonna say? We should design like a actual basketball league.
Stop it.
I swear.
I'm pretty sure.
I think
there's
it's a
gonna
great-
be
People have
some
tried that.
sort of level of
People have tried that.
I think it's been such. But like, yo, we're in like a new sport.
That sounds
boom.
like something that's on like ESPN Ocho.
I would love to do that
so
shit.
I'm gonna put-
I think it's a great
I'm gonna
post
say-
player
Dodgeball
game.
tournament.
I'm gonna say it, and I hope nobody gets offended. But as long as there's a league called curling, right?
Any sport can exist.
Any sport. I don't know what the
That's
point of that league is.
Well, so curling.
I get it.
is-
You're clearing the path, right? Like,
It's about who could jerk off the
Please
fastest.
do not do that ever again, man.
yo,
Your veins are popping and shit. During that, I was like,
Yo,
"What's happening right now? Man? This is too real.
I was watching
This is real."
Steve-O's podcast,
Yeah.
and he had Chris Pontius on there. Oh no, he had Knoxville, and they were talking about him and Chris Pontius, right? And they were on the cannonball, the cannonball run. They did it twice, not cannonball, gumball, the gumball
Got it.
2000.
Good.
Is it Gumball 2000 or 1000? I forget. Anyway, so they were in two
Inconsequential.
cars, the Jackass cars, right? And they said him and Chris Pontius were in the back seat, and Knoxville was in the front. I forget who was here. And he said as soon as they started going, they both started jerking off like as hard as they could, right? And their goal, and I know, but we were there. You said jerking off, so I couldn't not say the story. It's fucking retarded. I'm sorry.
But I'm just thinking, like, they actually did this, or was it filmed? I don't want to see it. I'm just asking.
Oh no, I don't think so. But it's funny because they had
Sure hope not.
They
No,
had
keep that shit.
they had a bet that who can do the most by the next stop or something, which was really nasty.
Huh.
Yeah. Knoxville I would have got out the car, but he got out.
Yeah.
I would have got out
Yeah.
like in the middle of it, like, all right, fuck this, and just kind of roll out the car and figure out my way.
In the
What's
middle
happening?
of
Bye.
in the middle of them competing, or
Drive. Well, they were driving. Yeah. Well, as soon as I saw them whip their dicks out to beat off,
well, so what I'm thinking is that there's like an announcement before they do that,
we're gonna masturbate.
right?
Right
And then
now.
I thought you were saying like,
It's like-
I'm gonna
it's
leave
like,
in the middle of that.
Hey Dave, I know you're driving. Don't look back here. We're gonna beat off real quick. Like,
Then
what?
there's not even a date
As
to
the
talk
dr-
to at that point.
as the
Like,
driver-
it's a fucking ghost cloud at that point.
As the driver,
it's cartoons. And
I would be
shit.
gone. I would like just jump out the car, let it drive.
Oh,
you
man.
The fuck happened to Dave?
you guys have made
Yeah,
your,
be out
your,
too. Tucking and rolling.
your fate.
Just
Hell yeah, I'm tucking.
tucking.
trying to be
rolling,
two
yeah.
men tugging each other. That's it.
You guys would be in the backseat of a car with nobody driving it. Like,
If anything, you guys are weird for not
I'd
staying
be like,
watching.
yo, enjoy your last one, because I'm out of here.
Done.
Y'all are fucked.
Done.
Like, I am not going to be at the
That's kinda
helm
wild.
of this vehicle
It's
anymore.
kind
Actually,
of a fucked up story. It made
that's
me
a
look
very
at
messed-
Steve-O a little differently. I was like, you both were just.
It
sitting
doesn't
in
make
the
it wouldn't make
You
me
just
look
admit
at them
that.
differently because I would expect that.
But it's
yeah, in
Jackass.
fact, yeah. Like I'm
It
not.
makes me appreciate
I'm
that
not
Knoxville
even,
would
like,
not stick around though.
I'm not even like, like fuck those guys because of this story. you
No,
know?
they've done stupid ass things on camera that I
Sure.
thought were really
this is
disgusting.
just
and
also
God knows.
very different. From
I haven't. Are you gonna watch the new Jackass?
I have not yet.
I remember really
Is it out?
laughing at the first two.
Is it?
I'm
What is it?
asking.
Which one is it?
4?
Forever 4? Yeah.
I saw
So,
there's like a 4.5 on
I remember
Amazon Prime or something.
I remember seeing the second one in theaters. I seen the first one too, but the second one, I remember laughing a lot. Like
Jackass 2 was pretty good.
it was pretty. That's the one where they came down in the shopping cart,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And they were like getting chased by bulls.
Oh man, that was a good one.
In this last one, Knoxville gets hit by a bull, brain hemorrhage, concussion. In the hospital, he said my brain was like rattled for like 2 months.
My man's like in his 40s.
yeah.
Probably should
No,
stop
he's
doing
50,
that.
Yeah.
He's 51.
51. Jesus.
Fucking
You know
what he's doing, bro?
You know he's fully gray. He's been fully gray. He said his.
Oh, yeah, I
He
saw
said
it.
his father was fully white haired at 19 years old.
Yeah, they had like a what's the cast of Jackass then and now, like what they look like, and I was like, my man got super gray. I was like, you probably accelerated the growth
No,
of some
it's-
of your cells and some shit like.
No, did
The
you
amount
not
of-
just hear what I said? He said his father was fully white haired at 19 years old.
So it's just
So it's
early
hereditary.
onset. Yeah.
He said he was dyeing his hair at 20 something years old, like in his mid 20s, because he had black hair.
Pretty crazy.
Crazy, man. I was
crazy.
just watching some of the shit like on YouTube just because I watched Steve-O, and then Steve-O, naturally the algorithm tries to grab at other shit, so it grabs Jackass stuff.
It feels like
And-
storytelling time right now on this pod. We just been I'm fine with it because
Well-
I have another story I want to tell afterwards. You know?
Well, what kind of story you got? I got nothing. I'm just kind of spitballing.
Well, it was I was watching Hot Ones and Stone Cold was on. You know,
Oh, I haven't
obviously
seen
we're
that one
Stone
yet.
Cold Steve Austin fans.
I
There's
haven't seen
another
that
poster
yet.
behind the camera.
Yeah, you can't see that because I
Yeah.
haven't put it there.
Well,
instead of
it's
where it
like
would make sense.
it's a really old poster, and
Wherever it
I don't
makes
know
sense.
how to make it work here yet.
Easy. Just put it up there, or
Listen, every time-
right
no,
there,
listen.
or we can move things. And
Well, there's already
I was gonna
this,
say, you
and
already
then
have
there's
one up
that,
there.
and then
Yeah.
there's like how much Stone Cold do you want on the camera?
everywhere, you son of a bitch. Yo,
But
we gotta
anyways.
get that beer.
He just busts through this
I
door
forgot
like
about it.
he's fucking Kool-Aid,
You're right.
man.
Yeah, he had a couple of stories. He told one about wrestling Yokozuna and shitting his pants.
Steve Austin did or Yokozuna?
Steve Austin.
Damn.
It's not as big a damn as if Yokozuna had shit his own pants.
Right?
It's not.
No,
That's a big
That's a
damn.
mess,
It's a
dude.
different story.
It's a mess.
Rest in peace, Yokozuna, but shit.
But I'll tell one that I also the other one that I thought was a little bit interesting. So Big Boss Man, right?
The guy that would come in all black with the Billy Club. And
Yeah.
shit.
So he was actually like a officer, a corrections officer, or some shit like that in his real life.
I was
before he
hoping
became
that there was a correlation there between his character.
Yeah, like
and
he
his
actually
real life.
that job. He was actually that guy
Great.
in real life.
Great.
So they would I forgot what the term
Hey,
of
is
it is.
Billy
But
Club derogatory? Or is it? Because I know it's called nightstick or what is it called?
Baton?
Baton?
That's just the best way
There's
to go,
like a whole
probably.
bunch of
Baton, I
them.
think, is the proper.
Well, baton, I think, is just the stick. They got the one with the
The nightstick.
That's the nightstick.
so nightstick.
Yeah, the one where you hold it and
yeah,
handle
'cause that one looks like it's.
It looks like it's weird to
Dude, they got it
maneuver
like
with.
this so you can put your fucking. Man, that is a fucked up weapon.
It's so
right
messed
there.
up, dude.
Yeah.
You just got it. They don't carry it anymore, do they?
I think it's actually a weapon. Yeah,
don't
they
even know.
can't carry it.
I haven't noticed it.
Pretty
That's
sure.
true, because remember, you used to see it just dangling from their stupid waistbands with the stupid.
Utility belt, fucking
But,
Batman.
okay, but so they definitely still do use it because during all that shit in
Right,
2020,
like maybe
you saw
more
all that
consider.
shit.
That's
They
a
had-
baton.
They had exactly. but
That's
they
the
also
batons.
had. So they had the batons that are like charged though, like
Yeah, like the.
Oh, where you can like a cattle prod?
in a way.
Oh, that's
yeah.
fucked up.
Yeah.
They
They
do
also
not play
they,
fair.
they also have shields that emanate like this, like
Shockwave.
exactly, where it kind of like pushes you away.
What is this? A superhero movie?
Not that they use
Where are
that-
the superheroes
Not that,
then?
not that they use that during that, but that's the technology that they have right now, though. Yeah,
Have you thought about this,
dude,
'Cause I'd be like, yo,
there's over $10 million that go to almost all the major police departments.
Why are they so weaponized against citizens?
Exactly that.
dude.
Like, why do
you
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 have-
ever thought about this? Like,
Chicago's got its own tanks. Like
we've
the
gotten
fuck?
to a point where, like, if there is even a small chance that superheroes exist, right? Just a small chance, they would be coming now, right? Like,
I would
we'd
expect
maybe
so,
be
yeah.
on their
If
way.
anything, I'm gonna say that the superheroes died and villains took
Oh,
over.
superheroes weren't superheroes.
No, that they were, but they were defeated.
So they weren't super.
What?
They were just heroes.
Well, they were less super than they could have been.
Iron Man died and he's a superhero. Like
Did you know they're trying to make
Well, he
their
was
own Iron Man?
Iron
suit?
Man died because Iron Man's a human being.
Yeah, he just had a suit and an implant in his chest.
he's a superhero though.
No.
That's what a superhero is.
No.
What are you talking
a
about?
superhero is
Like,
like.
he has superpowers.
Oh, okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, superpowers. He had superpowers that were given to him through his.
Yo, I hate y'all. No.
Okay, so then the
Back
Hulk.
to
No.
Back to Stone
No.
Cold.
Hold on.
Yeah, that too.
Hold on, no,
that too. but-
Iron Man is not. He's a human being.
okay, I get that.
Well, kind of like the Batman.
His heart
you know?
became.
He has a utility belt.
Because of that is
He
what
has
I'm
a
saying.
way better
that is what
Yo,
made him
Iron Man-
a super.
But also what caused him to die.
Yeah, because that's his only heart source. His only.
I'm
energy.
done with this.
No. Like objectively though, that's his heart, right? The energy that he puts into his chest.
Yeah.
When that becomes depleted or whatever, because he only had, I think he had a couple.
Right.
When his heart basically died. A superhero like fucking Wolverine, for instance, right?
Regenerates.
Regenerate.
I get that.
Just keeps regenerating.
Yeah.
Beast is blue or purple or whatever the fuck this reading intellectual motherfucker was.
Right.
I don't want to fight. I'm going to beat him with my brain. Listen, Beast, you're the strongest person here. You need to open his door.
You're a Hulk, damn it. So listen, so he was telling the story. And
Also, Iron Man, objectively cooler than Batman. Cooler toys.
for sure, I'd rather have the suit than
I
the
don't
car.
know.
Batman gets beat up everywhere he goes.
He has cool gadgets though.
Yeah, I got that. So what? I got a cool gadgets. I go to places like he does. Probably get beat up too.
Okay, these are all subjective things.
I'm not disagreeing. I'm
feels
just
like
not saying I can fully.
It's just the
agree.
colors. Batman's all dark and light, and then Iron Man's like
That's his thing.
He's mysterious.
That's his thing. Yeah.
DC is like just dark. But you look at fucking Iron Man, he's just like da 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 da. But he's got this cool fucking thing that he just shoots out of his hands.
Yeah.
Can you
Well,
imagine? being able to do
because the personas are different. Like Tony Stark is the billionaire playboy, and Batman is fucking. I
Bruce
don't.
Wayne.
Yeah, I don't know. Like
Bruce
his
Wayne's the same person you
political
just said.
shit.
Bruce Wayne's the same person though.
He's a billionaire
Bruce
playboy.
Wayne-
Playboy.
Bruce Wayne's cooler than
The Christian Bale version,
what's
the
his name?
Michael
Starks.
Keaton version.
or Stark.
I'm sorry, what?
Bruce Wayne's cooler than Stark, right?
I don't know. Like that's kind of what I'm saying. I'm not sure which one is cooler
I think Stark is cool
because they're both the same person.
So,
you know,
so Iron Man is. I'm talking about like the persona they play outside of who they are.
Right.
The problem with Bruce
It's
Wayne
Marvel's
is
equivalent.
the
to,
problem with Bruce Wayne is he
Yeah.
tries to. He doesn't want people to know his identity.
Right.
And Tony wants everybody to know his identity.
Sure.
That's the difference.
Yeah, there's differences there. See,
Maybe if Batman was like, "Fuck it, I'm Bruce Wayne and Bruce Wayne is me," then he could really be the guy he wants to be.
yeah, I don't think he ever. So like that's kind of like Superman.
I'm the hero
He-
that the
but he
city
never-
needs, but never knew they wanted and couldn't have because I didn't want to be here anyway, and I'm a tortured soul. I'm gonna go learn
I
karate.
like Spider-Man.
All right.
That's my interpretation of him.
Oh, I got that.
Bane beat
I
the
got that.
shit out of Batman for the whole fucking thing.
Yeah, it's true.
I don't know.
You merely adopted the dog. I was born
Yeah,
in
it's
it.
fucking Bane. Like, how do you not get your ass beat when you're fighting Bane? You know,
Well, they should have let
it just
let the movie end the way it should have ended.
bruh.
Batman
like,
probably should have died.
You're
right?
ignoring how they're
He just kept-
amplifying the magnitude of the villain. Then.
He just kept
like,
throwing him in
he's
the
that
in the pit.
intense.
He's
You
like,
know,
"You just
he's
go
gonna
back
take
in the
down
pit."
Batman. Like, this guy's gonna kill Batman, and then he doesn't. So yeah, like
So is he immortal? Is that what we're here to believe?
in some way, right?
No, he's not.
At least there are superheroes that are though.
There are.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Well, but they all have their kryptonite. So
And
to
then,
speak.
so my whole
So-
point to that Stu saying any of that, this is where it all stemmed from, is that I feel like if anything, the scenario is that there were superheroes, but they couldn't save the day. That's how.
so
it
we're
feels.
fucked.
Yeah, look at
damn.
us. Yeah,
So basically-
last 3 years,
Yeah, we've been fucked.
done,
yeah, it's pretty
done.
fucked up out
Like
here.
before COVID, it was horrible.
Okay, if you were
Fucking
to,
2015 was the start of all that shit.
so that means that they didn't have cool powers,
It-
right?
well-
they were like they were just good with words.
They gave people hiccups. Is what they did.
Yeah, your stupid ass idea.
Listen, it's cool on an individual
Adam
level.
he was like, damn, it didn't work.
It's cool on an individual level, right? Like, think about it. Like, if you were a kid in high school who got bullied, for instance, not me, never me. But if you were that kid and you were like, fuck you guys, man, hiccups, you know, like, I feel like.
To a senior, yes. Not to a fucking.
No, I said on an individual level, you know? Like, you can fight your day to day battles that way. So, anyways, back to Stone Cold story about the big boss man. He was I don't know all the terms in wrestling, right? But it's basically like if somebody is delivering their blows a little bit too hard, then you kind of give them a little chin check and let them know, hey, relax yourself.
That's the message you give them, like.
Yeah. So they were in a match, and he was like, Big Boss Man hit him like 6-7 times, whatever, like kind of hard ones, and he was like, all right, well, I only got like maybe 3 more of these before I have to let you know you got to stop that shit. And there was like some special guest referee, he said, and like they kind of oh no, it was the main referee, like the WWF, like the main guy at the time. I forgot what his name is, but he's like, he saw me and he just smiled a little bit because he knew like there's only so much more that I'm gonna take of this, right? So he's like, all right.
I literally heard that in the mic.
Sorry, sorry.
So they're setting up like their next move, and it's basically he would come off the belt or off the ropes, and he would like give him clothesline or whatever, right? So he's like, but you have like a specific way that you hit people when you do that because you're not trying to like fucking cut their head off. You just want to like whatever, hit the blow. So he's
You
like,
hit him in the chest, not the neck.
so usually you hit him like with the forearm. He's like, well, I hit him like this, right in the middle of his forehead.
Damn.
He was like, and he kind of like looked at me and said, okay. And he was like, my bad. I was like, man, it's kind of funny because like while all of this shit is like scripted to some degree.
Yeah.
Sorry to spoil it for you if you didn't know that, but like there's just certain things that exist within that.
Oh, the
that are-
physicality of the sport is
Well,
still
even beyond that,
100% there, man.
Yeah, there's even bad blood that boils over between the
you
wrestlers.
Keep poking
and all
a bear, like, all right, dude, enough,
Yeah.
enough, fucking enough. You know? Did I talk about it last week where I said that I watched the episode of there was the final match between Triple H and Undertaker, right? And they had it in a cage match, no holds barred, and Shawn Michaels was the guest referee.
Makes sense.
Did I talk about this last week at all? I got, for some reason, I have memory of talking about. Anyway, so
139
they
episodes, man. I forget what we
beat
talked about.
We didn't talk about this.
Undertaker and Triple H beat the shit out of each other. Like, so it was like a give up match, give up or pin or whatever it was. And Shawn Michaels, at being the guest referee, he was like, because it was
So
like
no disqualification, which
no DQ, right? And Shawn Michaels is like trying to get both of them to give up. Like at one point, Triple H is just beating the shit out of Undertaker with a chair, like to the point at the end, both of them on their backs were like bruised. They were literally bruised. I was like, they beat the shit out of each other, bleeding and whatnot. And like at the end of it, Undertaker beats Triple H, but he beats him. But Triple H is on the turnbuckle, and he's just like, give up, you know, like. And Triple H is like, he's like, fuck you. And then like as like a last act of defiance, I know how I'm describing it. Fuck you. He goes, suck it, right? And then he smacks him, and Undertaker pins him, or he gives him a tombstone and pins him. But at the
Tombstone
end,
pile driver.
at the end, they all walk off together, right? They were holding Triple H because he had his ass whooped at the end of that. That was done. But they were both like hobbling. But at the end, they walked off together, and they walked up the ramp, and it was like because it's at the end, like it's scripted and it's a brotherhood, but like it's physical. So like at the end, it was just cool to see them together, kind of like embracing each other.
Yeah.
They actually hugged each other, which is pretty cool, just because it's just like at the end of that battle.
It's like what you would do like in a UFC fight, you know, like whip each other's ass, and you're like, hey,
depending
respect,
on
man.
depending on the person.
Well, yeah, but more often than not, they're like,
they ain't hugging Kobe Covington.
no, but more often than not, they go and give each other props for a good fight or whatever.
I mean,
Yeah,
you
you're
should.
right. You're right.
You should. It's
Yeah.
good sportsmanship.
It
It's,
is.
hey, we went to battle together. We came out. Good fight. I beat you. You beat me. Whatever it may be.
yeah,
Right.
Well, anyway, Stone Cold has a podcast too, so I'm gonna start making
Yeah,
sure
but you
I
gotta.
listen to that more.
You're gonna have to.
It's on Apple Podcasts.
It's on Apple Podcasts. Oh, okay. Cool. All right. Well, that's cool.
Yeah. So for all you wrestling heads out there was a little segment for you, you know.
Hey, superheroes and wrestling. You saw that? The
Yeah, man.
range.
Yeah, we.
So basically, we're fucked, is what you're saying, Dave. Huh?
So in other words,
yeah, right. Like, that's I don't know. That's just how I kind of feel.
So if you could guess, what kind of superheroes came here? Did they send like the
Bruh, I don't even know about
was it
all
like
that.
was it like the red shirts? Like it was like the practice squad. They were like, oh, and they're like they didn't want to send like the people who really could help us.
I mean,
Did they send the Fantastic Four or the Avengers?
so if we're gonna
Because
talk
the
about it in
Fantastic
Marvel, then I mean the Avengers crumble. Like
They do,
there's only like 4 left.
but only to Thanos because he's fucking God apparently.
he got all
Watch
the
this,
rings,
guys.
man, you know? What you gonna do?
But I'm saying initially,
then, like-
besides Thanos, they could beat everybody, right? So what I'm saying is, Fantastic Four really weren't like one guy stretched a lot, one guy was like a big rock.
But they're gonna make a new one now.
Good, it better be like,
Actually,
well, they tie him into Doctor Strange.
dude was Human
The newest
Torch, right? Like
It's
he just
fucking
ran around
crazy,
on
man.
fire everywhere he went.
The new Doctor Strange ties in Fantastic Four, X-Men, Blade, and Another World.
And the Illuminati.
I love
Yeah.
that stuff because it all
Yeah.
reminds me of like my childhood.
Hell yeah, man!
X-Men
I
was my
I
shit.
was deep into the comic books, man.
I just love the
and
X-Men
the
like,
TV shows
yeah.
and shit too, though, man.
I've been watching The Boys on Amazon Prime. I've watched it since
Right.
like the season started.
What
and
is The
it just
Boys?
came back.
Yo,
It's a
it's brutal, man.
it's like a different take on a superhero
Yeah.
film, right? So basically, like, I don't want to get like crazy into the story, but there's basically like
Then don't.
it's like an organization, like they're a company, right?
Like a mafia?
They're a brand, and some of them aren't. They're like people, like they have flaws. You know what I mean? And some of them use
Are
their
they
power
immortal?
for evil and shit like that. And that's kind of cool.
Are they
like,
immortal?
Their version of Superman, like he's like a fucking like the devil. Like if you were able to be Superman and you were like, I'm gonna use these powers for bad, that's him.
Oh man, yo!
But he's the
I've
face of the
often
franchise.
thought, what if like randomly one day you woke up and you were Superman? Like randomly, just like, what if you woke up like to Superman's powers? Like, oh shit, I can see through things, I can fly, I can beat everybody. There's only one green rock.
Like
that can
senseless.
defeat
Like he
me.
was like normal.
To answer your
Super.
question, I would say that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't
To
know
put
what
a,
else you
a tight
really
little
want
bow
from
on
me,
that.
though.
That would be cool.
first thing you're doing if you're Superman, you going on vacation anywhere? Because I mean, you could just fly there.
I don't know what I would.
What are
do
you gonna tell
personally.
Superman?
Well, I'm
Like,
trying
you
to
know,
figure out all my powers first. Like what am I capable of now?
I want to do it in a place where people aren't. Right, because I want to not be fumbling. Like,
Well,
what if
word,
I
like,
try to fly and I
you
just
have-
fall everywhere?
Right,
Go
right.
fly out to the desert and
I'm
whatever.
hitting Mexico for a little bit.
Go hit
Like,
Area
just
51
kidding.
and go and-
I'm here. I know what I can do for you guys now that I know I'm Superman.
Yeah, but
But
that's
I'm
after
gonna-
you discover your powers, though.
But I'm gonna go on vacation for like 30 days. I'll be back.
To several spots.
Like, here, let me take out a couple of these big guys for you who will make everybody else confused.
Literally
Like,
just
they don't have any rules now.
flying through the world, snatching them up in your hands, right, and just flying in the air. But hey, you guys are gonna behave, right? You're gonna stop acting like a bunch of bitches.
You gotta
Drop-
you gotta put
maybe
them.
you drop them a little bit.
That'd
like
be a
you
cool
can
idea
make
for a
them
movie. You take them and you put them on a deserted island, and now they have to learn how to live together.
It'll be great. They come back and like the world doesn't want them anyway.
These are all like the top evil enterprise.
Dude, that would be
leaders.
hilarious. If I was Superman, that's probably what I would do. I'd be like, listen, I'm gonna go on vacation, but give me an hour. Just go fly. Grab
I think we've
all-
had some really good ideas on this show, and if people actually watched, they would take all of them. You know,
No,
We should
all
write-
of them.
We should
but
write that
well,
movie.
the people who are capable. Like,
I would say a good portion.
I don't think our following is large enough to have like a rich person in the middle of it. We might.
Oh, what I was saying is, I don't know if the ideas are worth.
Oh,
like,
no, I
yeah.
think some.
I think
Not
you
all of them.
You can
No,
extrapolate
not all.
that. But I think that would be hilarious, firstly, to grab them all. Be like, all right, you guys can behave. I'm going on vacation. When I come back, I don't want to hear that you've been misbehaving. Like, I want the world to be in a better place in 30 days. Like, get to it or get squeezed to death.
That's actually exactly what Doctor Strange does.
Huh.
He opens up a portal and then he'll just push a bad guy in there, and then he closes the portal.
All right, I'm sorry.
And they're not there anymore. Like, they're just gone.
That's
Forever?
pretty good.
Well, I mean, unless they can find a way back.
The
but
portal's
yeah.
everywhere, just like...
They're not Stewie Griffin.
Like, you're
They don't
still in
have
the same
access to all
time,
the
but it's like
paths.
you're on the other side of the world, though. You know?
Interesting.
Yeah, that's his power. Yeah,
He just puts you in a desert.
it's many of his powers. Yeah,
Just throw you in the middle of like...
I saw the
a
first
jail.
one,
exactly that.
and I think I need to go back and watch the first one again because I
Oh,
think
you really
I
do,
think a lot
man.
of shit
Yeah,
went over
I
my
think
head.
I think it's very it's worth to watch Doctor Strange, the franchise from the beginning, and then also probably Iron Man.
Yeah,
Iron Man is
those
a
are
good
just entertainment,
franchise, man. I will say
entertaining movies
that.
anyway. Yeah,
It's
Captain America was pretty cool, but it's kind of cheesy.
yeah.
The whole patriotic thing gets
Yeah,
kind of weird.
It does get a little bit
For me,
much.
yeah.
It does.
Well,
At
the
end,
time-
I
the
didn't
time
like
of the movie.
I didn't like the ending, like how he like ended up. You've seen it, right? Where he ends
Endgame?
up, where he's on the bench and just like. You
I don't know. I
I
feel like that was a good send off.
He allowed himself
You're
to
talking about
age.
Avengers, right? Endgame.
yeah.
Yeah, right. They
would've
went back
been
in
like-
time and all that, and he met up with.
Like, little bitch,
Yeah.
I got things to do up there. I'm young forever.
I feel like that was a really good send off for that character.
No, it was clever. I just didn't like it much. I was
Yeah.
like, he looks over there and it's just an old man that happens to be Captain America.
Yeah,
just
man.
sitting there.
That's wild. That's wild.
Like, how long you been fucking sitting here, old man?
Like, why you ain't jump in, bro? Could use your help.
We were fighting. You know that, right?
You know that shield? You can just at least sit baseline and just toss that shit. You know?
At the very least, you could throw it at a few.
I'm gonna say like the last hour of Endgame had grown ass men crying real ass tears,
I heard about that.
and
I didn't-
in the theater. I didn't either.
Those
but I'm
men,
just
excuse
saying.
the toxic masculinity, but those men are soft. You know?
Oh, most definitely. But they're just like that's like their life, and they're seeing it like unfold, and they're
Yeah,
just like, oh my
actually,
god,
because they've
you
had
know?
it in their head.
Of course, and
for
now you're
so
seeing
long.
something actually play out, and that's
Yeah,
the
live
actual
action.
storyline now. Like, yeah,
Not word.
I can understand that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I hear you. You know,
and that's any franchise, I guess. It could be, fake or not.
This
I guess
may
like most
be the
TV
first
has never really done that to me.
lengthy segment of superheroes we've ever had on
This
this
is
show.
the lengthiest, hands
I
down.
don't know. I've been really into it, so I guess that's why I'm so amped up.
No, I
about
don't mind
it.
talking about it at all. I like to talk about it and like just where you think it goes. I like to talk hypotheticals about them because it can go anywhere.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know,
That's also why I like the What If series for Marvel on Disney Plus.
didn't know about
So
that.
it's
either.
animated, but it actually puts, so it like mashes characters together in a way.
Oh.
Like Black Panther is really Iron Man, and
Oh,
like
that'll be fucking
Doctor
insane.
Strange is really someone else. Like yeah.
Chameleon.
There's also one episode dedicated to what if Marvel characters turn into zombies. There's a zombie episode,
you're
and that
fucked.
is crazy, man.
I watched
Yo, what
that.
kind of shrooms did this guy
It's
get
like
before
a
he started?
zombie Hulk. Like, what the fuck does that even mean?
Dude,
like,
you're done. He'll eat everybody.
I think they did it. It's really well done. Yeah.
Wow.
That was released either before or after Loki came out, and that series deals with the multiverse.
My desire is to see a Gambit.
Oh, they will definitely.
That's like
Professor
one of
X
the
is in
cool-
the newest Doctor Strange. That's the first intro of X-Men into the new Marvel world.
Okay, good. Because Gambit is like one of the cooler
Easy.
of the characters.
That,
Yo, man.
him and Nightcrawler, Wolverine.
Nightcrawler's pretty dope. Wolverine was my favorite just because he's fucking Wolverine.
Silver Surfer.
And when you wanted something like
Silver Surfer was like the underground
Silver
one.
Surfer
that
was
was like
dope.
the Noob Saibot,
Yo,
like Mortal Kombat.
Yes.
Marvel Studios just has endless.
There's
The
so
money
much.
is never going to stop.
can
They
do
never have to stop.
so much with it. Man.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Yeah, they're on phase like 6,
And then
7
they
right
can
now.
keep introducing new kids like the new Spider-Man and start a new series.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
She-Hulk is coming out right now. She's like the the
That's
little
dope.
girl version of the Hulk.
See, yeah. I'm looking forward to.
So
the
it gives
series.
like the kids a superhero now too.
I never
Yeah.
go back to that.
definitely dope.
To the movies though. I watch them and it's just so many of them that it's like
It's
hard
really
to like.
long too.
Many,
They are.
Yeah, 3-hour movies, like 14 of them, 15.
I think we're gonna do
Most
that
of the
though. I'm
Avengers
gonna,
movies are close
it's
to
maybe
3
more
hours.
than that, right? It's like probably more.
Endgame was 3.
No,
well,
no.
so
I meant
well,
the amount of.
it's a lot. Yeah.
I'm gonna sequence out the movies and figure out which ones, and I'm gonna go back and watch.
If you
all
have
the-
Disney Plus, they do it for you. It's already laid out. Yeah.
I do have Disney
You
Plus.
can start from
So
first
do I.
time. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
I'm gonna have to do that.
Also, I really like watching National Geographic on Disney Plus.
Oh, I always enjoy that kind of shit.
It's really
always,
cool.
Always enjoy it.
I also have a nice TV, so it looks really cool.
It's always nice.
Not bragging, just
It's
saying.
time to get a new TV actually, because one of mine just went out. Man, they don't have long life expectancies.
Not anymore.
No.
This
There's
one
actually,
went
like,
out.
Those box TVs, man, they like what 10, 15 years.
Forever.
They're programmed
like,
to
if
die
not
out
longer.
like that now.
This one was like 3.5.
Exactly.
This one's like 3.5 years. And
Also,
like
it's all
a
the
self-
chips too. Like they have so much life on it.
There's like a
man.
self-destruct button.
How do you expect that technology to keep up with that? Yeah.
So
I don't
gotta
because
go
they
buy a
are
new
not
TV,
trying to work on
actually.
that.
It's like all the pixels that you
They realize
generate
that it works
per
in favor.
second. Like, yeah.
They realize it works in their favor. Like, every 2
Oh, most
years you have
definitely,
to come
dude.
and
Of
get
course.
this.
Of course.
Yeah, so I gotta
Yeah.
go get a new TV. I don't know. Maybe I'll wait till after summer. I'll just
See,
maybe
I
once-
was just gonna say you should, if anything, right now should be the time you should look.
really because it's
So
cheaper
they
and
sell
Because people gonna
they
be outdoors
sell-
now,
They
ain't
sell
it?
last
So it's-
seasons now before the new holiday season where they push out the
Yeah.
new stuff for
Yeah, because when
a-
it gets
a
cold, that's
bigger
when people
price.
stay.
just
inside
trying to
and watch
avoid
TV.
that purchase.
Of course,
I
dude.
know because when
I'm
I go to
not-
Best Buy, there's a couple.
I'm not pushing you for
There's
that.
a couple of things I want at
Please
Best
take
Buy
your
right
time.
now, and I
Sure,
just
sure.
like I want to get that Dyson air purifier.
Oh yeah, we have.
I
one of
want
those.
that, but the one
The
that's
blade, right?
the one that's a humidifier purifier.
Yeah, the blade.
Yeah. But it's mad expensive. I'm
Yeah,
like, all right.
shit is super
and then
expensive.
I need to get
Dyson's
a new
expensive.
vacuum.
If you were at Costco, you got it for $150.
Let's take a break, man. We
Because
50 minutes in here.
Because the one at Best Buy is like $700-800.
Yeah, maybe not then. Yeah.
Because this one, like, there's a few of them, but I would like the one that's a humidifier purifier because I got to get both anyway. Because man, I feel like my crib. That's why my sinuses be all fucked up.
What's really helped me with that, we got an essential oil diffuser.
BB has one of those.
Man, that really helps
BB
with
likes
the
those.
purifier humidifier
But
though.
I gotta be careful with
In
those two because
conjunction?
with dogs,
Right. So what I do is I set it up right in front of it,
Okay.
and it kind of blows it out
certain
to the whole
essential
house.
oils
then.
aren't good with the dogs, so you gotta also
You're
be
right.
careful with that type of
Very
shit.
true.
Okay.
It's a warning to y'all out there.
Well-
we gotta break it.
Break time. Break. I really hate it when friends that I haven't talked to in a while, their Instagram profile randomly messages you about Cash App or Bitcoin.
Oh, so you look and you might actually.
I'm like, oh shit, this is my guy right here. Like I haven't talked to him in a while, and it's like, hey, have you ever tried Bitcoin? And it's like, fuck, he got hacked. You ever have that shit though? Like
Oh, yeah.
that just happened to me right now, and I just find that shit kind of funny.
Isn't that in the Dave Chappelle skit?
Like you know that it's like
That's
like
an
like,
addiction.
that's exactly what it is. Like, oh, this man wouldn't talk to me about this at all, but randomly hits me up like, hey, you ever thought about this before?
Dave, have you ever thought seriously about your erectile dysfunction?
right. Because if not, pal,
You see how they lure you
if
in?
not, buddy.
Dave, I just got a really serious question. Like, honestly, I need to know the truth because I know it can be embarrassing, but have you ever seriously thought about, ED? Like what?
Like, what is it? What do you say? Like 2 pills, buddy. You make your dick this much bigger.
Oh, Chappelle, right.
Yeah, no, it's
this much bigger.
Yo, that episode still holds up though.
this shit is hilarious.
If not, even more
Most
so
definitely.
The
Every
internet
day
was
it
a
gets
physical
more and more
place.
relevant.
Yeah,
now. It's kind of weird.
Because we live in idiocracy.
Yo,
It's true.
I say that so much, man. It's actually that movie right now.
It's definitely idiocracy.
And I think that
the only thing that's
it
different
was-
is we don't have any Fuddruckers.
You mean butt fuckers?
We don't have that either.
Not yet.
man, if they bring it back, yeah.
As butt fuckers
I
with a
only-
PH.
They could not. Yeah.
PH.
And
UK.
Right.
I only seeing it being in the literal sense.
That was actually
Because in idiocracy, nobody's clever. It's just what it is. So butt fuckers is literally you're gonna go in and you're gonna order
oh right.
up
Order some.
A or 2B or
Do you get both sausage and the bun though in that situation?
at the same time.
Right.
I don't know where that goes, but I'm pretty sure that.
Is that too much for you, bub? Huh?
But what if it's like a girl?
Whoa.
Like girls go in there. It's
Hey man,
But they can.
yeah, but they can't get.
that stuff isn't.
Yeah, they can't give it. They
Individual
can
to
get
any-
it though.
It's little. It's
Yeah.
It's
Right.
like this is going somewhere. But
Yeah,
either
so,
way, so
You brought it up like that though, homie.
Okay,
like
so-
you want to talk about it? We'll
so
talk about it. Let's
also,
chop it up.
Also, in idiocracy.
Well, you know when you get messages from people on Instagram, it's always like some scam page.
Yes.
When I posted the post about having a TikTok We have a TikTok.
You got messages and shit. Like, is this really you?
No, instantly it was a comment that said promoted at blah blah blah.
Oh
I'm like,
yeah, that kills
fucking
me
hate
too.
y'all, man.
Oh, dude, usually the first comment in
Zach
anything
and I
I post.
scammed our page one time and did that. It was like 5 of them. You can look back on it. Yeah, on the KKP
Really?
Instagram. Yeah. Zach and I were just messaging, like pretending.
Oh,
we
you
were
got.
one
Oh,
of the
yeah,
people.
yeah. Oh, yeah. I've seen that. But no, like when I was posting reels, that would be the first comment, like promote on. You'd be like, get the fuck out of here.
like,
There's a lot of opportunists.
I block a lot of that.
You should.
I
Yeah,
do.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
fuck you.
Also, you can
motherfuckers.
report it as spam. And,
I report it as spam. Block it. say,
Block
go
any
away.
accounts
I
they might
also-
make in the future.
I go to their
then I
house and
guess
beat the
to
shit out of
elaborate
them.
on that though is that when you go to click it as spam, they also ask for an explanation as to why you do it, and it's like, why do you want that? Like, just compile all these complaints and then just see if it's a lot or not.
Like, how do I describe to you
delete it,
in like 10 words or less?
You guys
They're-
just tiptoe around
You know,
shit.
you ever
Like,
seen,
make it
like,
harder
your-
to report some shit now? Like, fuck, I'm like, oh fuck it, I don't want to do it now. Like,
You ever follow some of
You
your
have discouraged
favorite,
me.
Your
I'm gonna
favorite
throw my phone out. fuck this shit. Hey, honey, I just threw my fucking phone out. All right,
Fuck that shit.
we're done with technology. All right,
Can't stand that
moving to
shit.
the
Going
woods.
off the grid.
We're gonna go
Completely
pick
off the grid
fucking
now.
cranberries and cherries.
Eat off the
Just that.
foliage.
That's
no,
it.
no lights, no phones, no motor cars.
Not a single luxury.
Christmas ain't gonna be Christmas this year.
No. I don't even know what I was going to say.
All right. Well, hey, listen. I realized that last episode, we didn't talk pretty much at all about the playoffs.
Oh,
And
please.
we're in the
Please.
finals now.
For real, man.
Yeah.
And Golden State lost the first game.
They did.
So we got to talk about some things.
Are you worried for
No,
them?
not at all.
No, they don't
No.
have the. They could lose.
As long as
No,
Ste-
so-
as long as Steph Curry is on the court, I'm not worried about that.
Here's a few things I gotta say.
I-
One, I chose them. Two, they could lose. It's always possible.
For sure.
Boston's not to be fucking downplayed.
And Jay-Z's a Jason Tatum fan.
But
so.
three is that the playoff experience that Golden State has, to me, makes them not have the worry gene yet. Right?
They lost one game
If
out
they
of the
lose,
7-game
if they
series.
lose
They're
two,
not worried
if they
right now.
lose 2 games, then there's some issues. But I think right now they're in the situation.
And it was a tight game.
Huh?
It was kind of a tight game.
Well,
so.
they beat them by like 16, 17.
They came back from 16 down and then
Okay.
won the game.
Okay.
Yeah, Boston.
See,
They scored 24 points in the fourth, or something more. It was more than
Well,
that. It
I
was
did-
like substantial.
they could win. They could. And I don't necessarily care.
As long as
Yeah.
Steph is on the floor, I'm not really concerned that Golden State's going to
I think
lose.
when you have Steph, Clay, and Draymond, you cannot.
And now you got Jordan
downplay-
Poole, and,
yeah,
I
but you
mean-
can't downplay the 3 of them and their playoff experience, what they've gone through in terms of battles together. I think you can't downplay that.
And Iguodala even.
And
you know?
they say that Boston, none of the players
He's
on
been there,
Boston
been a
have
key
won
piece for you.
finals game.
You know what? There was a really good quote. Not a quote, but it was like a video that I saw of Iguodala during an interview, and they asked, like, why does he still play with the Warriors? Like, why does he want to stay? And he's like, I want to do this for Steph. That was his actual words. Like,
Yeah.
I'm playing this hard because I want this for Steph.
To win this game this year?
Yeah. And then it goes back to Steph last year when they lost, saying we're coming back next year and we're not losing. Like those words. Like he told us he's coming back next year and they're gonna win this.
I'm pretty sure they're going to win.
And they're doing it.
I'm pretty sure they're going to win.
And that was without Clay for a while too.
I won't be concerned until they're down 3. To be honest.
No, I'm not. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was saying I really see this being a 7-game series.
It might
Yeah.
go
It
7.
very well could be.
It might go 7. But
It might, but I'll see it
still-
not doing that too.
I
Like
still
this may be
think-
the only game that Boston wins.
Yeah, they could. That is true. I mean,
'Cause this
how
will
many
just amp the Warriors
How many
up now,
times have
you
we
know?
seen that new playoff team or that new finals team come and with just sheer adrenaline will out one game?
But there's also a lot of
And then they
expectations.
don't look. I mean,
There's a lot of
hate to use
expectations
this-
on
I hate
Boston.
to use this example, but AI won one game, right? Philly won one game when they in that finals against the Lakers. They only
I
won.
thought Philly got a ring.
No, Philly only won one
Okay.
game.
Right.
Remember because they placed them. They played them in like 01, I think.
Iverson doesn't have a ring?
No,
I thought he did. I don't know
Iverson
why.
has no ring.
I thought he
They
beat
only beat-
because they played LA, right?
Yeah,
Right.
that's the
right.
game. That's where he stepped over Ty Lue.
Right. Right.
But
right.
they only won one game during that series.
I get you.
Sometimes it's off sheer adrenaline. I got here. I got it. We're gonna get this win, and
It's true. There's a big momentum.
Everything goes into that.
There's a big
first
wave
game.
of momentum.
Yeah, but that's what the experience. To me, no, I'm saying that's what experience matters.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Well, I'm saying so. Boston also has they're a very storied franchise, so there's a lot of expectations, fan wise, whatever. Like they're all looking at this team like you're gonna be the next iteration of this dynasty, and they look at. I mean, obviously, people are gotta be realistic, right? Like you're going against Golden State. You got Steph, Clay. You got.
It's super hard to be
team,
a dynasty. They got to remember that too.
It is
winning
for sure.
one. Look at Milwaukee. They won one. People were like, "Oh, they got playoff experience. They're probably gonna." They got taken out first round.
But there was also a lot
second round this year.
Was it second round?
Because we played them in the first round. They beat us.
That's right. You're right. Second round. But even then, it might have been
Boston
the first
took
round.
Milwaukee out to go. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but there was also a lot of talk like, oh, people didn't think Giannis was going to get a ring for a minute, and there was a lot of that. So,
but I'm talking about dynasty. It's how can it takes a lot for a team.
it does,
to be
but you hit
able
your
to
stride.
become
You know,
one.
I mean, like same thing. Nobody thought the same. Those Phil Jackson led championship teams because that's the easiest way to just wrap all of them up, right? There's a bunch of them. Those teams took a while sometimes to get get into a group, especially the Bulls, because they didn't really have much of a championship success prior.
How long of a break was it between '98 and when Phil went to LA?
2 seasons, maybe, right?
Because he didn't take much dialing in then with
01, 02 maybe.
It wasn't that season that he left.
No, I don't think so.
Because I don't remember him coaching anybody else.
I don't either. But I don't remember if he took
Well, I
some
think
time off or what.
Yeah.
Maybe that.
I think he may have taken time off.
Which would that sounds pretty smart too, though, on his part.
I mean, he probably thought about retiring. Like, yo, I just won 6
You know what, man?
championships with the Bulls.
It really kills me watching Last Dance and hearing Jordan say that they didn't want to end it there. That's fucking. And then like our front office couldn't do anything for that.
Man,
You
because they
guys,
didn't
you
want
guys
to,
can't
yo,
do
like-
anything right now, right?
Oh no,
Like,
he
you
did.
just-
He did. He went straight to the Lakers.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. So they won 2 years later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
I mean,
triangle offense,
Phil,
man. I tell
Phil
you.
and Kobe. That's
Phil,
that's
Shaq, and Kobe.
the closest thing to Mike.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's what happens when you emulate. That's why these two are here.
I mean, that is Mike in a way.
is.
You know, they're just
it's the carbon copy. It's
slight
like
differences.
it's what happens.
It's the definition of Mike sunned him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
but
literally,
in like a positive way.
In a
I feel like that's a
positive way.
negative connotation.
It
Yeah,
does.
but-
It does.
yeah.
But
it's literally like a
he
carbon
also
copy.
did
you know
sun
what I mean?
everybody else.
No, but like because the All-Star game,
yeah, he sunned it.
he sent him pretty fucking heavy though.
Yeah.
That game, I'll never forget that shit though. Kevin Garnett recently said that was one of his personal favorite times in the NBA.
Yeah.
Really?
In that All-Star game. Yeah.
Though, and he had a storied career as well. So
Almost
for him to say that,
Who?
you know,
Kevin Garnett.
Kevin
KG?
Garnett.
Yeah.
KG's amazing, man.
Yep.
Easily top. Like, well, not top, but just he's one of the best.
One of my
Yeah.
favorite personalities too.
Yeah.
Another Chicago product.
Yeah,
you know?
super
You could
Chicago.
not fuck with him, man.
Super Chicago.
Yep.
Yeah.
Even though he's not, I know he wasn't born here. I don't think.
No, but
man.
he definitely reps Chicago. though.
Yeah, but he grew up his formative years. I think were spent because he went to
I hear
Farragut.
you. Right.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, which high school did he go to again? Like,
He was straight out of high school.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yep.
him out of high school, like the Kobe's of the world.
How do you not take Kevin Garnett out of high school, right? Like,
Because he was big as fuck back then, like,
Dude.
Yeah.
and but just dominant.
6'10"?
He was literally, but like he didn't have much. But I don't know how there wasn't much muscle on that dude. He was
Yeah.
like a fucking very
Yeah.
slender dude.
Yeah.
The beginning years, yeah.
Yeah, he grew and he got stronger.
But
Obviously.
even then,
same
he was
thing
still-
with Mike.
he was still relatively thin.
Same thing
Man.
with
Mike
MJ.
too.
Yo, and then to go back to the Last Dance, when Mike said after they lost, I think
He went back. He went to the weight room
And
he
went.
got his weight up.
Yeah.
hard.
And then when you got
Pause.
Tim Grover, Tim Grover was to this day still considered super like his trainer.
Yeah.
Dude, Tim
Yeah.
Grover's ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know, but like I guess most people don't come into the league with the weight on them. They eventually get it and they become the player they want. They eventually are destined to be. You know, because everybody's got the skill set and a specific athletic, is it prowess maybe?
Sure.
That they tout that somebody else doesn't. Right, so their game is eventually going to evolve to something specific, and I think based on where your game evolves to is where your how much your strength training comes into play. You know,
I think it's a great time to bring this to the
like
the-
Scotty.
the
Scotty
Stephen A.
always was kind of just a slender but very like athletic build. He never really got super big.
This is a good time to bring this to Stephen A. KD debate that's happening right now. Saying that basically MJ hurt the game of basketball.
Stop it.
And KD is like, how could you say people like him, LeBron, Kobe, though they can only advance the game of basketball? You guys are hurting the game of basketball.
Yes. Yo, I haven't heard about this at all, to be honest. I 100% am on KD's side with that.
Yep. Even if
All
I
of
didn't
these
know what
fucking
Katie said, I'd be on
analysts-
Katie's side. No, I'm just playing.
All of these fucking analysts that give their 2 cents and their hot takes, it's like that wasn't a thing 10 years ago.
I was listening to a response from Shannon Sharp.
And the game was
about it.
different because of that, man. Now you have people on Twitter and Facebook and shit talking shit about these players here and there. Always at the best. Who's the top 5? This and that. That really feeds into people. I'm pretty sure all these players now. You know.
Yeah, for sure.
And then you got
Well,
this
they're
guy on
all supposed
TV
to-
talking shit about you personally and how he feels about you and how he doesn't think that you're the best and this and that. That's weird to me, man.
I mean,
and
also, you're a
Stephen A.
kid,
Smith
like-
is like outspoken.
You
Like,
got to think when you first come in the league, you're somewhere between the
Negatively
age of like
outspoken,
18 to 21 or some shit like that. You're a kid when you come in, right? So now you're also like taking in the new spotlight,
like
taking
Stuart
in the
Scott,
commentation.
Chris Berman. Those guys never did shit like this, man.
It was a different.
It was
time.
only
You gotta
respect.
understand, we've talked about this on this podcast plenty.
Ahmad Rashad, could you imagine him doing that shit? Like he would
No.
never do that, man.
But
He would only shine light on the good. I feel
It's different, man. It's a different time.
It is.
We've
It
discussed,
is.
like I said, we've discussed this over the years on this podcast about how social media era changed everything.
But a lot of the analysts
And
are
it
older
changes-
gentlemen.
No, yeah, I
who
get it,
grew up
but
out
it
of
doesn't
that.
matter. It doesn't matter when you become part of the beast. You're part of that problem a lot of the time. So, like, think about it. A lot of people go into politics for good reasons, with great intentions, with positive energy. When you get in there, it's you scratch my back, I scratch yours. Or if you don't scratch my back, when you're not looking, I'm gonna stab you in yours. That's
Well,
the type
listen,
of how
Katie's-
politics are. So wait. So what I'm saying is that when you're in it, you become part of it, and when you become part of it, you do the things that like are protocol in that way. So these guys, though they
Fair,
are,
but even with that, you
they
got to
may be
also
older.
realize your responsibility and say things
It
that are
doesn't.
not.
But there's no responsibility in this era.
There is.
No, there isn't.
There is.
There is, but there's not.
With all that, you have to exercise a certain amount of responsibility.
You don't
because
have to do
You are
anything
in a chair
nowadays.
where you are influential.
Nowadays,
to
you ain't
the
got to do
people
shit.
watching.
You should, but you don't have to.
Okay, fine. It's fair. But KD's point was essentially if you're saying things like that, then you clearly don't know much about basketball, and I don't want to hear you telling me
Well,
that you
okay,
know more
but-
about me.
but he's- but-
Shannon Sharp specifically, he's like, okay, he played football, and Shannon he addressed it, and he's like, like, I understand, hey, you're talking to a guy because you said, hey, I didn't have any NBA playing experience. He's like, you've been in the NBA for a long time. You've been very successful in the league. I can never tell you that I know more than you. Like, I wouldn't tell you that I know more about your sport than you do. He's like, but pretty much what you're saying. Like, I'm at this point where I'm in a seat, and when I have a thought or opinion about it, I've been watching for a long time, and you pick up things as you're watching, and just because I don't play in the NBA doesn't mean that I don't know anything about the NBA, and blah, 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 blah. So it was just,
You did
I don't know,
that
just
pretty fast.
so there's a lot of back and forth with that.
All I'm getting at is these guys are going to say what they have to say to keep their jobs most of the time.
But these guys-
when they don't have integrity, when you have people with integrity, it's a different story.
The analysts now who were
Malika
players.
Andrews is hot, by the way.
I don't know who that is.
Oh man, you guys get on. You
The,
guys get on this shit.
The analysts who are former players.
She's
they-
on
they've
that
also-
show with Richard Jefferson. She's like
Okay.
the host,
Got you.
cute chick.
Got you.
Anyway,
The analysts who are former players, they were exposed to their era's generation of scrutiny when it comes to those type of things. And if they didn't live through it the same way and they know what it entails when you're a new guy in the league or whatever you're doing in the league, even if you're somebody who's been an outstanding all-star and you're having like a slump of a season, like they understand those things. So you
I
still
think
got to
you
understand
just
that
got
part
to
of it.
understand that there's a difference between have to and should, and people with integrity and those without it. And
Because that is the difference between have to and should.
yeah.
Right there.
Like my man's who's talking shit in their boxing match.
I also don't really care
What's his name,
for. I also don't care for Shannon Sharp, his takes on things.
I mean, I'm not
I
going to
don't
say
really like that
him.
show in
Yeah.
general. Him or Skip.
It's just so loud.
It's annoying, dude. It's,
And I feel like Skip is just way over the top sometimes.
Yeah,
man.
I don't-
I guess they both could be right, but I'm just
Skip-
saying Skip just. I
when
don't know.
Skip and
Stephen A.
Stephen A were together
Oh
on
my
First
God,
Take. That
ugh.
I could watch that show though because they
I
were
don't
two
know,
hard-headed
man.
motherfuckers with opposing opinions.
I guess I will give you that. Okay. Okay.
it was entertaining.
They were able to stand up to each other in a powerhouse way because when Stephen A has somebody on the show, Stephen A is the alpha. they were two alphas, and that's why they weren't able to coexist for that long.
Right.
So
I thought it made for entertaining TV though. I liked it.
You're right.
did.
You're right.
it made for more entertaining and more enjoyable than it does for me with Shannon and him.
Yeah.
I just don't really.
In the beginning, it was entertaining.
With who?
From what we're talking
Stephen
about.
A. and
Right.
yeah, you're right.
Skip.
It just kind of wore off. I mean, then.
But my point is about all of this era is that the social media era has changed the way that everything operates. So media, even sports that you believe should have some sort of integrity when it's being reported on, doesn't necessarily need to have that anymore, because what they're looking for is impressions and clicks. And when you get those, no matter what they may come from, like what they originated from, what source brought them there.
That could be true and also be disgusting at the same time.
I didn't say that it's
right.
not
I just-
disgusting.
He didn't. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
That's obviously fucking terrible.
It's just like you're in an arena of okay, so you're in a brotherhood, we'll call it, right? The NBA, whether it's the players, coaches, staff, all the fucking media who
Let me make
reports
something
on
clear
it.
real quick though.
There should be
the players that go into that and act and talk the way that reporters who have never talk. Those guys are disgusting. Like the reason why I like JJ Redick is JJ Redick comes in there and stands up for the perspective of the player.
But it's not always true
really
because
did,
you also
though.
have people like Scottie Pippen, who God knows why he even
Scotty
ever has an opinion.
Scotty is nada cuelo, salami in the morning, right? Ain't that right?
Well, regardless,
That's what
both of those,
It
all
seems
of
like
these things can
sometimes,
exist.
man.
I'm just thinking
That's what it seems like.
It seems
sometimes,
like he's
yeah.
on some shit, right? Whatever he
all of
whatever
these things
it
can
is.
exist. Bottom line is, when you are part of that syndicate, you should be acting accordingly, and you should have constructive criticism and feedbacks, not saying things that are just for to click any attention.
Do you think that when you're talking about this group of people, both reporters, media, whatnot, that have not played and those who haven't, right? Do you put them in a Venn diagram, and then in the middle you have commonalities, or are they one and the same? And
You're one and the same now.
you can't hold them to the same standards.
You
though.
can.
No, you can't.
If you're gonna come in and talk about it,
cannot.
then you have a
Because a
responsibility
reporter
to
who's
it.
never played,
You should not be giving-
No, a reporter who's never played is not going to have the same.
Well, then they shouldn't be speaking on it.
So yeah, I mean, you're both saying the same thing in a way, though. Like, because you're saying he should have some type of IQ.
Yes.
Based on the sport.
Yes.
Well, not everybody can play, but a lot can report on a game they understand.
But
Talk about the aspect that you know.
But
Don't go and talk about things that are just
integrity
like
barely
subjective
exists when the ability to have your name in the limelight takes when there's that chance in this world, because this world is all about that now. It's all about, we watch fucking people trolling people in stores, dude. Some
Okay,
of these people will get their ass whooped if they fucking.
Well,
did
some of
that
the things
shit to
that
me.
you say that
I watched
would be
one
based-
yesterday. This guy was at Home Depot and he put like a board on this dude, and he was an Asian guy, and the reason this matters is because he did it, and the guy got all angry, and he started like, he was like, he's like, what the fuck you doing, motherfucker? He's like, you want to take this shit outside? He told it to him. He's like, yo, like, I'm saying that he responded accordingly to what these guys should be getting. They should be getting ass whoopings.
I get you.
So clout doesn't exist
or
for
at,
pranksters. What is
or
a prank?
at the very least, they should be getting confronted.
Yo,
for
I'd
what they're
break
saying.
up with half
Fine.
these bitches who do some of these pranks to these guys. Word the fuck up. I'd be like, yo, it's over. You are disgusting. You're gonna fucking prank me some stupid shit. Like I don't want to deal with this.
I mean,
Like a relationship where I gotta worry everything's a prank.
I don't care if it's a camera on me or not. You're not going to do that to me
Yeah.
and get away with it. Like, I don't give a fuck
I-
if you're trying to be funny or not. That's just not funny to
I
me, man.
don't want to
Like,
worry about my daily life being a prank.
know what I'm
I don't
saying?
want to like go take a shower
You know what I'm
and like
saying?
go to put shampoo in my hair.
and then
it's
that
like,
person's telling you, "Oh, but just laugh about it." Like, fuck you. Like, you don't fucking know what I'm going through.
But like, listen, there's only a couple of things I can do here, and the one that makes most sense for me is to walk the fuck out.
it's true.
Because if you were a dude, we'd be getting it on. You might get the molly whopping.
Oh,
of
I
your
get
life.
that. I was actually speaking from guy versus guy.
Oh no, I'm talking about like relationships.
Some dude did that shit to me.
There's-
It's over.
There's girl
if it's like a woman doing a prank on me, then I'm
breaking up with you immediately. Like depending on.
Oh, so
there
like
are-
you're
there
talking
are-
about like
in a romantic
your
situation.
girl pranking you.
Like there's these harmless pranks, right? Some
I
that
get
are
you
cute.
now.
There are
I get you
cute,
now. I follow
there
you
are
now.
cute, harmless
I follow
pranks,
you now.
right? Where you're like, oh, that was fucked up, but you got me, right? And then there are the ones where you're just like, I will fucking.
I don't know. I guess I haven't
This-
seen any that are really that malicious though. The ones that I've seen are pretty.
I
mild
see. No,
tempered,
I see
yeah.
some ones
You know,
where
for
you're
a
just
minute-
like, I don't know what to do if I was this guy. Like I would
You know what?
literally leave
There's
you
this
where
one
you
couple.
stood.
I'm
Never
not
to
sure if
see you
this is the
again.
right Instagram tag, but I think it's like Cutlet something.
Chiclet.
Right.
Chiclet and Millennium? Yeah, I follow them.
They're fucking toxic, yo.
No, they used to be. They got pretty good.
They make money now, so they do
Yeah,
this on purpose.
they got on,
It's all a big
and
troll
now
now.
they're able to be
Well,
polished.
okay, I'm speaking on stuff they did before that.
I've
then.
told my,
Yeah.
I told my girl all the time.
What are you?
Vivi, I've
What
told Vivi
is that though?
Yeah.
But
Like
they got.
you're trying to get on that heavy?
Listen, I knew at some point where we were relating this back to the analysts and
I
players,
guess, you know
but
what?
Where did we go?
Well, I'm just talking about like the idea of like this.
Well, so we talked about
clout-chasing
social media
era.
and stuff
it's
like
a
that,
clout
yeah.
chasing era, right? Like in social media. So that's what I'm saying. Like these.
But there are enough facts or
There's
enough
no-
opinions
no.
based in fact that you don't need to go
Yeah,
and
but
be like,
you
oh, well, this
also-
player ruined the game
That doesn't
because
matter.
they were too
Positivity
good.
doesn't sell, and
Like-
and facts don't matter. Listen,
No, man, you're looking at the
Okay,
wrong
you
thing
gotta
here.
understand.
You're talking about this is a community of folks who are passionate about a sport. You don't need anything outside of that.
Yeah.
dude, you're
Yeah.
making it. You got to forget.
No. You're muddying the
forgetting-
waters here. This has
you're
never been the case.
forgetting clout
ESPN has
in this
existed
time.
forever.
Yeah, but okay, right there. You said that. I mean, let me just piggyback off that. It's
Because you
existed
can
forever.
you can piggyback
It's
on that. Yeah.
it's existed forever. At a certain point, there was no social media. On top of that, how many reporters were on TV? Now, just like music, you can put your own shit on Spotify. How many people exist giving their own fucking opinion
but
on
those
things?
opinions are
in a
on the
news
shows
fashion?
on ESPN. That
Huh?
they're giving those opinions on the sports
has
show
that,
that they're
ESPN got like 15
broadcasting from.
shows. They used to have 3 or 4 in
Well,
Sports Center.
and then-
There are
yeah.
2 or 3 that in the basketball community are the biggest, more popular ones.
There's mad fucking reporters now. There's
There are
mad
2
in
or
the field
3,
reporters.
maybe 4 that are
There's
more popular
independent-
basketball.
What I'm saying is
Like-
there's more competition.
For
so
sure.
You, me, and him could be all reporters. We can have the same report. Who's gonna fucking win? The guy who kind of like, all right, well, what can I do here to
Right.
spice this story up a little bit? What can I fabricate within the lines of journalism that I feel are cool?
I don't think this is an arena that's necessary.
It's not, but it is. And that's what it is. And the reality is that's what it is right now. So what I'm saying,
But it's not. It's
all
only
I'm-
that way with certain.
All I'm saying is the facts are the facts, right? That's it. You can't
The
debate,
facts are the
you
facts.
can't debate what how people
You're
are
right.
nowadays.
No, that's true.
So clout is a big problem, I guess you want to call it now, because people want it.
Well, clout has always been a problem.
Well, yeah, but now it's
Things that people do
You
for
go-
it has
yeah,
not
yeah.
ever been like with pure intention.
yeah,
so.
but now they've gone even further with what they do to get clout.
It's true.
It's different. I just watched this bitch throw
We created
her
a TikTok
fucking
for that.
her brother her boyfriend's mom's ashes in the river
Oh, I
because he
saw
cheated.
that. But she also got arrested for it though.
Yeah. There's your clout, bitch. Like, there's your clout. Now you're going to jail because
Well,
you fucking
because
thought
listen,
it was fucking funny
I
to
also
record
think-
throwing
I
somebody's
also think
ashes.
whoever recorded that, if there was a person recording
Accomplice?
that, most definitely.
Yeah.
100%.
You can be an accomplice before the fact, during, and after the fact. I learned that from everybody
100%.
hates Chris.
I'll be like, yo, Adam, you think this is a good... I'll be like, Adam,
If you're present when if you're a lookout when something felonious occurs, you could be.
Yo,
dude, I'll be like, Adam,
That's
I
some
don't
fucking knowledge.
think this is a good
Keep
idea.
that in mind.
I
Don't be
think
there
you
when people
should
are doing things that they
should
shouldn't be doing.
think this through. Don't pour the ashes out just yet. Wait.
Yeah, no,
Man.
Wait a
they-
little bit.
Some
Man.
people don't have people smart around them. You know,
also, yeah. That's it. Yeah, there you
It's
go.
a little fucked up. But in the gist of what I'm saying is I'm arguing the fact that you are coming from an idealistic place, and I'm talking about it in a realistic manner.
no, because when you bring it to a micro level, and for all intents and purposes, if
agree
you
that-
take basketball and shrink it out of all the things in the world, it's from a micro level. This shit it does not have to apply. It's like federal law
But
versus state law. type
It
thing.
does.
No, it
It
doesn't.
does. Media is universal now. It doesn't matter what you're reporting on.
Well,
You're
everybody
just-
has a
in
podcast. Every
America,
one of them who has a show has a
what do you
podcast,
think?
and they
Let's
give
ask-
you
what
the
does
hot
Dave
takes
think?
there.
What do you
Well, I'm
think?
not sure what.
I'm saying what I was to break the argument down is Adam is arguing it from a more like I said idealistic standpoint
I get
that
that.
people should have
Right.
integrity and they should. I agree, but
I know that they don't have
my-
to.
My thought is that it doesn't.
So that right there. So that's why I didn't understand how to.
But
answer
I
this,
know that they
because
and
you
I'm
don't
arguing
have
the
to.
idea.
Listen,
oh,
you both are saying the
so-
same thing.
No, he's arguing. I'm saying that that the realistic side of things is that they're not going to have that.
So my point is that you both are seeing each other's point.
Yeah, like I understand that
So
they don't
there's
have
really
to
no-
do that.
But Adam's problem is he argues it so much that it's like, no, it's gonna be this way. I'm like, no, but realistically, it's not, and he doesn't like it.
So then, right?
But
So
that's
then,
the same thing your argument was
So
for.
then, my
argument. But
I-
opinion is that I could definitely agree with both of you then, but that doesn't really help anything. Then.
Do you think? Do you think that
So Golden State
Obviously
in 6
people
or
should-
what?
they could win it in 5? They could win it in
Right.
5. There's plenty of teams that have swept through 4 games after
true.
they've lost for 1.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not gonna call the series like that. All I'm gonna say is that I really feel like this is gonna be a hard fought series.
It's gonna be a good one to watch.
Oklahoma dropped a 3-1
I
lead.
don't see.
Golden State dropped a 3-1 lead. It happens.
I don't see. I don't know, man. Like I
What are you
want to
talking about?
say,
That's not the same
I
thing
don't
I
see
just
the
said.
Warriors losing.
You have to go 4 straight if you drop a 3-1.
No, I meant 4 straight from
Well, I
just
get it.
dropping.
I hear you, but I'm just saying like 4 games straight after you've like been in a tight situation as possible.
Oh yeah, that's stressful as fuck.
Yes.
I'd rather just go back and forth. Like I'd rather we get to 7 that way. I don't want to lose fucking 3 straight and now I got to fight back.
Sure.
In the finals, that hurt your morale.
Against, yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, I seen Giannis is in like he said his annual trip to like I guess somewhere in
I saw
Greece.
that.
He'd be having a good ass time, man.
Yeah, good for him.
I like
him
Giannis.
and his brother. Yeah.
All 3. There's 2 brothers.
There's 3 of them all together.
yeah,
3
that's got to be
siblings.
the illest shit of all time.
If you're in the
That's
NBA
like a dream, right? Yeah.
and you have anything,
couldn't
but-
imagine seeing dude. There's no way I'd be civil. And they'd be
I
like,
hear
and
you,
they'd
man.
have to
Ralphie
be.
would be the same way with me, though.
They'd have to be okay.
Right.
They'd have to be okay with it.
Right.
Shit, if you played and we all played, I would
I
not be
get
able to be
you.
not civil.
I get
But
you.
like they all grew up together. The refs understand it. They kind of just let him do what he's doing. Adam be just
No, because people get mad at you that like that, man. Like I was watching the second version of the Derrick
Although
Rose doc.
we'd be
And they're
different
talking
than
about his
Mark.
brother, you know.
Damn, I still haven't watched that shit, man.
I watched that one, and then they put like a second one out that he wasn't
Adam
really
said he
part
dropped the
of.
thug
but,
tier too.
Oh, for real?
Man, yo.
Damn,
Man,
G. I
yo.
know I will then. All right. Because like if he does, you know I will then. Yeah.
But I couldn't see myself. We would be the opposite of the Marquise, the Morris brothers. I
Right,
do not like
right.
them
or
at
the
all.
Collins brothers, remember back in the day? Jared.
Yeah.
and-
Yeah, Lopez, bro.
But like no, well the Lopez brothers are cool. Like,
They
Yeah, but you got to be
fuck-
flyer than them, man. Their
No,
hair
no.
just be doing whatever.
Yeah, but I'm saying we would not be the dipshits. Like the Morris brothers be assholes for no reason.
Yeah,
Man.
it's true.
I don't
get
fuck
you.
with them. I
It's
don't.
true.
I do not. But we'd be like the Giannis.
Yeah.
I see you guys being like the balls.
The what? Oh, the Lonzos and the Melo.
I really didn't foresee how that was gonna come out.
I didn't think about that.
I really didn't.
That
so,
sounded differently in my head.
pause. But
No,
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Somewhere
No,
in between.
because those guys go after each other in interviews
yeah,
and
yeah,
shit,
yeah.
and you guys would definitely do that to each
We would
other.
definitely
true.
do that.
They make fun of each other constantly.
Or like
Yeah,
the
there'd be a lot of
Mannings, the Peyton and Eli.
Sure,
Dude,
sure.
they go. I love their relate because they're just like brothers should be.
Yeah.
Who play sports together. You know.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's got to be like a healthy rivalry.
Exactly.
I think, yeah, it's known that they hate each other on the football field.
It's hilarious.
They're supposed to. You know?
I've hated
like
Adam
any other
on
opponent.
so many basketball courts. When Adam first started being able to beat me, which I've stated was good because if he sucked for the rest of his life, I'd feel bad for him.
yeah, he
Word.
only got better.
And he's,
Right.
but that still means he's still bad.
So if I'm bad, I'm beating you.
No, you started to beat me a little bit. You can only beat me 1 in like a few games, probably 1 in 5 or 6.
Listen, man, don't give a false representation.
Right.
of what's
If we're
happening
in a
out here.
7-game
Alright?
series, I'm taking that series.
At some point, you were like, "Listen,
Man.
let's just be on the same team."
Oh my god, I want to see this right now. I want to see this right now.
If we had a 7, well,
Two old ass bodies haven't played in fucking 5 years.
Can we please just
Yeah.
do basketball? Like this way, I don't have to run. I can just
But no, I think even today, but back then,
Can we just play Foursquare and just settle this?
What kind of game was that? Just hit it into the square. This square is massive.
was
It's
some-
not that hard.
That was some boring, cheap shit.
Just to do-
we
just to
did
kill
it.
time.
We fucking did it.
Got to go
Yeah.
in a pool in like an hour. Fuck.
I remember at one time we had like a circle around us playing this shit.
yeah.
Circle square?
Well, no. I meant like
There's like 8 of
like
us just-
Foursquare, but there's like a crowd around us, you know?
Oh, like,
like-
it was like a game?
No, like
Just
they
keep
were
going for a minute.
like they were just watching us play it.
Oh,
yeah,
okay. Well,
yeah. It was kind of weird.
It seems weird.
Yeah.
Man, you know some of the shit that you don't have from back in the day anymore.
But yeah, 7-game series.
Pinners?
Adam is getting taken down. And 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, 25 years ago, and today. in a 7-game series.
Nah.
I don't care.
Listen, 25 years ago for sure. 20 years ago, maybe. 15 years ago, I don't know about that. And then definitely not 10 years ago.
Regardless,
and for sure not today.
7-game series. You think you can take a 7-game series?
Yeah.
Never in your motherfucking life.
Listen, man.
Knowing I got a gun,
Listen.
come at me with a knife, and your game is a knife. My game is a gun, a big one.
Yeah, but a jam though.
Huh?
But a jam though.
Still, when I get into rack again, I'm gonna pop your ass.
No, I think that we can't even talk about it because last time we talked about doing it, we didn't
do it.
We put things on.
But now we got Dave here to attest. So, Dave, what do you think?
About what?
Who's taking a 7-game series at any point in our lives?
Well, listen,
Until we get
I
old,
gave up
and
a
then
couple
I
of
don't
years.
know.
I gave up a few times that I know that I would have lost. But that's
gave
also keep
up.
in mind the fact that
So you're
you are
saying-
4 years older than me, so thus you were taller and bigger for a long time.
Yeah, but I said 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 years ago.
I don't know, man.
my man said 5 years ago.
It's a hard
Wasn't
call.
true. 10 years ago, that wasn't true either. Remember, I'm 32 now.
That don't mean nothing.
I've been 10. Like,
It's a hard call, man. I don't know.
You not gonna beat me.
listen, man, it's real.
I'm
cute
gonna
that
say
you
it'll
believe
go
it.
6-7 games.
I said in 7, who takes it though? If it goes 6 or 7.
I don't know.
God damn it, David. What are you supposed to be here for if you're not here to break
Because I'm
ties?
actually analyzing it in my head, and I'm just like, I really don't know what's. Yeah, I don't know. Do you guys play 7 straight games?
Like in a row?
You know what I'm saying?
I don't
Do
know.
we need to
Because then
By
during
the
game
end of it,
7,
I'm just
then
gonna give 'em
who's
the fucking-
standing then? You know what I'm saying?
But hey, last time you saw me playing ball, I was still smoking cigarettes. I have now stopped.
Very true.
That don't mean nothing.
So
That means
now
a
I can
lot.
breathe better.
That means a lot.
My lungs have opened up.
But
know,
also, just you're better off though. Like, yeah,
Yes, it's probably
Yeah,
better.
health-
body-wise.
health-wise,
Yes,
yeah.
it's probably better
Yeah.
for his health in the long run. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but like in a 7-game stretch now, like my lungs can go a little further is all.
I feel like that's a
Recover a
factor.
little faster.
I don't think I could play 7 straight games nowadays.
So
Me
right.
neither, but I'm just saying like I would fare
Like,
better now than
you
if
just
I
want to
tried
call
this
it
10 years ago.
like tie?
Well, so then if it's that, then
Like
if
7
it's
in
like
7 weeks.
separate games, then it's really up in the air.
It's
then.
your boy. Because in 7 straight, I don't know at what point I just stopped playing altogether. Like, dude, I can't go another game. I
Oh,
just,
well, yeah, but
you
like,
win.
like, how much are you going up to then? Like, it's like 7 games
To
to
11 by ones?
So you're
Yeah,
playing
11 by
77 points.
11 by 1s.
Or do 16.
Yeah, what if
You
we
know,
just
swing
what
it
if
to
we
two.
just
You
played
score
one?
77 points?
What if we just played one game to 77?
I mean, that is the actual equivalent in a way.
Yeah, stop for water breaks and lunch breaks and shit. Like I'm gonna take
You
a
said
nap.
lunch breaks.
Halftime? You mean lunchtime? Like, yeah.
Yo, know how long it'll take for us to get to 77?
So I'm gonna eat my lunch quicker so I can have a nap real quick.
Fucking weeks. it would
One
take.
on one, dude. I'm stopping. Like, all right, I need to catch my breath. Hold on. I'm holding on to the ball. You ain't getting the ball.
And that may be the
Right.
last
Yep.
time-
It dove exactly. That. Remember that shit?
Maybe the last time I played basketball ever. Just
Or-
like, all right, I'm done.
Like, listen, this is a hell of a way to go out.
This is all I needed.
7-game stretch.
No, before I completely retire from basketball, I gotta get a nice like day at Gomps. Couple.
It is.
Couple
It
5-on-5s.
will never happen. Like
Retiring?
like anytime soon for us. If my dad can
Long
play
hiatus. I
till
always compare
right
that,
now?
but I just have hiatuses.
Your
from-
dad doesn't have big long breaks. He just continues to play pretty much as
I guess so.
consistent as he could. He hasn't.
guess so.
I mean, it's been fuck.
I probably should take like a good 2 weeks, get my stretch in order. Take another 2-3 weeks, get my legs in order. And then, another month and a half from now, I might be ready to go.
Man,
But I have to like be dedicated in that time.
I wonder.
And I wonder.
I haven't played a competitive game of basketball
you
in a
know-
minute, man. But I always want to,
What it
Inside, I'm always like, I'd like to be out on the court, schooling fools and
Fools.
doing.
School and
It's been a
fools.
minute since I've been on the court. I don't know what to call them.
And I'm
anymore,
back on my grind. A psychic took me in my lifetime.
Nah,
My
see,
name
you already
above
fucked that up.
the light man.
The psyche was supposed to be
And
your
that's why
lifeline
I'm
first.
7 o'clock. That's prime time.
You're not prime time.
You said that so
You're past your
confidently.
prime. You were supposed to be prime time maybe like 8 years ago.
What does that mean?
So I'm also past my prime.
Yeah,
Like,
pretty
All
much.
right, you know what? I'm calling it. Celtics in 6.
Oh wow, you've been thinking about this.
You better get on FanDuel and put some money on it.
Celtics in 6.
Just probably
Get on
like
FanDuel.
1,700 billion to 1 or some shit.
That's why I'm 7 o'clock. This could have been so much better.
I'm just thinking like Clay's not Clay right now.
He's not, but they got
And
Jordan
he's
Poole
not
now.
going to play any better. I feel during this series.
I don't think Al Horford's going to hit 6 3-pointers again.
That was big in the last game. You're right.
I don't think he's going to hit 6
I
more.
did not know he was Dominican.
I guess I didn't either. Yeah.
Thought he was just a black
American.
dude from America.
Right,
Like, that's what I thought. And then he came out here speaking Spanish. And, like, he had, like, the Spanish that you have to be from there. to speak.
Exactly. I love that you said that. 'Cause that's exactly what it is.
Like,
That's exactly
you can't
it.
just speak that to
Right.
when you pick up the
Right.
language.
Right.
There's a bunch of that, you know.
I don't know what the fuck that was at all.
No,
that
there's
was
like,
awful,
there's like a, and I don't know how to explain it other than it's like a lip.
the fuck was that?
It's kind of like a.
It sounded like you were trying to slurp hot soup and shit. Like, what the fuck happened just there?
Are you trying to get something off
Did you
your
burn
tongue?
your tongue, homie? Like,
Got a fur ball and shit?
It's okay. So I wasn't good at doing what because I'm not from there.
Well, no shit. That's
But
listen,
it sounds
that's-
like okay. So it's a lot of speaking like
fake it
with-
better.
It's a lot of speaking.
That's
that
like what I told you.
sounds
You only
like,
stick to what you know.
A lot of like a lot of like a lisp type of sound. It's not a lisp, but it's like when you casually pronounce things in the language that your native language, it becomes it's
There's
a
more
little
of a sound.
just
Yeah.
say it's the way that they enunciate.
It's enunciation, yeah, but it sounds kind of like a lisp. I'm not trying to be mean; it just does.
Yes, that's like how they roll their R's and S's.
Yeah, and so what I'm saying is he has
Wow,
that.
I sounded really weird when I said there. I don't know why. I feel like I sounded weird when I said that. but
Well,
I just- yeah.
there is a specific.
I
group of
know,
people.
I know, but it's like them, like
Don't-
they over
Hey, man,
there. You
thank
know?
God nobody
Don't
watches
be in
until
this-
the end of the show.
Don't be in this cancel culture shit. What I'm saying, there is a group of people who specifically speak a specific name.
of course,
How
yes.
else are you supposed to talk? What are you gonna just sit there and just name out everybody who speaks that
get-
language?
There's probably a good 3,000
There's
different
only
versions of
so
Spanish.
much we can do. Damn it! There's
But it's the
only
same
so
way
much.
with like Arabic. There's also like another 30 versions of that shit. Like there's
And
different
I also
dialects
thought,
everywhere.
like, is it disrespectful to just call all languages Arabic then? You know, because there's so many different
when you're
dialects
speaking of
and-
Arabic, no.
It's the family. It's like the family tree. You know.
There's
I get you.
dialect. The different dialects is the thing, right? But
That's
it's
that,
still Arabic.
That's what I'm hung up
It's
on.
funny because like if you call somebody who's Catholic Christian, they're like, I'm not Christian. Well, no, you are though.
Sure.
Christianity is
Sure.
French. You know,
Exactly.
I don't know
you know.
anything about any of that.
Oh, I'm actually
I
watching
know that-
this
that
really
much.
good show on Hulu about Mormonism and like how they came to.
Mormons are the ones
Like,
that have
group in
multiple
Utah.
wives.
They can.
They be like fucking different people.
They can.
They got a different.
Do
got
they
an
call it
interesting
cheating,
take
or
on
what do
it.
they call it?
Like they're allowed to. Like it's
Yeah.
a thing. Yeah.
Do they be like your
They're
wife? I
polygamous
gotta go
or
to my
something,
other
right? Or,
wife.
Polygamy.
Yeah, they live an interesting way, but I think Mormons are also they have some weird practices that people also look at. Like,
this show that I'm watching deals mainly with the Latter-day Saints, which is a really it's a really messed up
Yo, I
Now that-
heard,
history, man.
Yo,
now that Eminem lined the Latter-day Saints here, that all makes a little bit more sense now.
Yo, I heard that. I heard that in Scientology, there's something about a volcano. Right, people are like waiting for people in a volcano or something along those like
Like they're
hiding.
in the volcano waiting,
I don't
but it's
know.
hot.
I know. I thought about it.
It's dangerous in there.
Speaking of that, there's this preview that keeps popping on YouTube about this couple who basically like spent their lives living in like volcanoes, like not in but like next to
Like volcano towns type of shit.
Yeah, no,
'Cause
no,
like,
no, like up on the
like
volcano,
Iceland is
chilling there.
Iceland is technically a volcano.
No, they don't live. I don't want. We're not talking about technicalities. Like technically, people
Hawaii,
living in
yeah.
like Yosemite or whatever, or Yellowstone, are living in a fucking hot zone. No, I'm talking about being near the thing.
It's
where
pretty fucked up right there.
Yeah, it's fucking weird.
The hell you doing in there?
Yo, you be fucking coming across some weird folks when you show your.
How do you build life in there? Like how do you?
When you show your
what do you?
apartment?
What do you
show
eat?
the apartment?
Oh,
like, you
got
be
you.
coming across
Got
some
you.
folks, man.
Yeah.
Be like, who the fuck are you?
You should record it like so you know you're on camera, but I'm gonna record these interactions
Dude.
so I can post them on the Kiona and Kasson page.
Yo,
and
I was like,
Just post a sign somewhere.
this last
Don't even
week,
tell them about it. It's
Smile,
like, oh
you're
yeah,
on
there's a
camera.
sign posted, so I told you about it.
There's a sign posted. I'm on
Anywhere,
in
anywhere.
our apartment.
The
No, there's a
fucking
sign
ceiling.
posted upstairs. You didn't see it?
The ceiling. I don't care.
It's up on the ceiling.
Right.
it's like look, and how high, for instance, right when they were getting scouted by the
How high, for
schools,
instance?
I was like, what?
when they were coming to the school,
Ah,
when they were
right.
coming to the house and trying to pitch them on their schools.
Yeah.
They had just like they were cycling through, yeah, right. So it's kind of the same way you'd be showing your apartment. Next.
It's actually not like that at all.
No, I know it's not, but like, it could be though.
That's wrong.
I think that's the name of this episode. It's not, but it could be.
What if?
Perhaps. But yeah, I think we've hit the point now where we're pretty much done talking about things that matter, huh?
Just rambling on.
Yeah.
Sam's got his coloring book and he's just vibing out right now.
It's coloring.
I've been doing it the whole time.
Do we want to hit sneakers?
Hit some sneakers?
Do that down.
Well, I guess maybe we should be careful with the verbiage. We're not hitting any sneakers, so don't let that be something that you come here for.
Yeah, we're not spanking the bottoms of our shoes if
Nah.
you guys want us to.
Nah, like I've done that before just to make sure
They
there's no
don't-
bugs in there.
I don't think they're here
smacked
anymore,
it.
guys. You don't got to worry.
I think they're still here.
But does that mean that you killed them all?
We've
Or-
had people who unsubscribed. Because
Yeah, I don't think we have anything to
said
worry
things
about
to them.
anymore on that end, guys. Just so you guys know. We're good.
Are
I've
you the
added
one?
so much stuff.
Does he have burner accounts and he's just sitting here like,
That's
show me your feed?
I don't think people care. But I could be wrong.
All right, well, anyway, what you rocking today?
Today I got I think the same thing I had last week. Just been rocking these Air Force Ones, man.
Like I said, this sneaker segment has turned into
One.
shit. I blame you.
Yeah, I've blamed you plenty of times.
What you got?
I just copped the Heritage ones.
Nice.
What is that? What you got?
I'm sorry.
Well, kick your foot out of the bit, you know. Let people see what's on your foot.
Squat out.
That's the idea, I think.
Split it a splash.
If you guys noticed, last episode, Sammy commented because I put the watermark of the pod on the desk instead of like over there. Because when I had it there, I was like, oh well, Dave sits there. That's where his shoes are supposed to be visible. You know what I mean?
Appreciate you.
So I was like,
Look
I
at that.
can't do that.
Look at that camaraderie.
Looking out for my kick game.
Yeah,
I don't
Kick
buy the
gang.
shoes for nothing.
Right, you know what I mean? All those shoes were only purchased because I anticipated one day I would start a pod and we would just rock them on pod. You know? That's not what happened.
Like 5 years ago, like man, one day.
No, it was
day.
more than 5 years of that.
Sure. Hopefully.
Yeah. Well, I mean, listen, some people buy that every time they go shopping, but I don't have that.
It's,
I ain't got it like that.
Yeah.
It's tricking if I do that. And I ain't got it.
Tricking.
It's tricking when you ain't got it.
Yeah, that's what they say.
It's also when you ain't got it, you don't got
tricking
a
off.
trick because you ain't got nothing to get. It's a trick with.
That's true.
Damn.
Yeah, how you gonna?
Why
trick
do
you
they always?
somewhere?
That's a bad move.
They always skip over that part. Well, if you ain't got it, how the fuck are you tricking?
Can't get it in the first place.
Oh yeah, man. You're struggling regardless. Ain't
If I go
nobody-
outside, I got the only clothing on.
bro.
I got these gym red 18s. You know, I think I discussed these before, but I got
Those are dope.
It was a nice little deal, man, at a Nike outlet. I think I spent like $110 on them or some shit like that.
You know, I was gonna
When
wear
was that?
something different.
When was that?
Probably like 4 or 5 years ago now, something like that. On Insta, I have a sneaker account that I have pretty much abandoned. So I posted that at somewhere around the time I bought
I
it.
revisited it recently.
Yeah, I got it. Maybe I get started up again. But I
So
don't
it's-
buy
it's
shoes
actually-
regularly.
It's actually funny that you have those on. When I was shoe shopping yesterday, this new 34 came out, Jordan 34. It's beautiful. But I pitched it as a 19.
It's powdered sugar.
And the guy's like, wait, there's a 19 coming out? He was like, with the shield on it? I was like, no, what are you talking about? He's like, well, what are you talking about? So I showed him a picture.
What are you talking about?
I showed him a picture, and he's like, that's 34, bro. He was like the Roman numerals right there. I was like, oh, I didn't read the Roman numerals. I thought I knew the silhouette versus the actual number of it.
Jordan 34, it's XXXIV.
He's like, nah, dog, me.
He's like, you're fucking wrong, dude.
No, Devin don't have no 19s.
We ain't got those.
But like, my man was super excited though. Like,
Like one of his favorite
he looked back like, we got that.
I've been looking for those. No, I think these are like 11 and a half though. I had to go a little bit smaller.
I almost wore the penny twos today, but then I didn't. So
Yeah.
Word.
there's
Yeah.
that.
Well,
It's
word.
always next week.
That's true. Well, no. Is there? I don't. Yeah. Listen, we never know if we're gonna be here or not. You know, but
No,
we
we'll
hope
be
so.
here.
Damn.
We'll be
We,
here.
we hope we're gonna be here.
We will be.
We
here.
will be here.
But thank you for all who have tuned in to episode number 139.
Word.
Hopefully you made it to the end. I'm trying to get people to do that more.
Word.
I'm also trying to get people to comment. I'm also trying to get people to subscribe.
Word.
Also trying to get people to go and visit our social network.
Word.
You know, we each have individual ones. There's a podcast page. All those things exist. So go there, follow us, subscribe to us, like us.
Word.
We're needy. So at this point in time,
They couldn't possibly fucking know.
Couldn't possibly know.
I mean,
I would like them to know, though.
I thought this was our going on.
That was
our
good.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
That was good. That was good.
He always thinks that we're trying to go somewhere else with it. You know? I don't know. But hey, man.
I thought it was our sign-off music.
It is.
it is.
And we're also saying that you're right. So we're good.
Yeah. Thank you all for tuning into the Kiona and Kasson Podcast. It has been another fun episode. We'll be back
Most definitely.
next week with 140. Again, hopefully, like sometimes things just pop up and that's why we can't make it. That was my only point. You know?
Yeah, things be happening.
But y'all stay tuned. We'll catch you on the next one.
Word.
Peace.
Peace.
Later.
They don't know.